Today we are playing the demo for the Murders on Yangtze River. So yeah, this game is apparently very inspired by a setting. Let me see. Can you guys hear it? Let me see. Oh no, you can. You guys can. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you guys can definitely hear it. Yeah, apparently this game is inspired by Ace Attorney. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how this will go. I'm not sure how long this demo is. Let me see if I can have a little look, because it doesn't say. I don't think it says. No, it doesn't say on the Steam page how long it'll take. Let me see. Let me look at the. Let me see. It's a 4-hour. Let me see. It's a long demo apparently. This one person said it's. I'm looking at the Steam reviews. Apparently it's 4 hours. Which is crazy for a demo. Let me see. A long demo. Let's see. 2 full cases. Initial investigation of the main story in the flashback scene. Okay, so I might only do one of the cases. Is it 4 hours? Let me see. Demo took 4 hours to complete. Okay, that's a long ass demo. So yeah. So yeah, that is a long ass demo. So what I might do is do one of the cases. But yeah, that's long as fuck, man. So yeah, so I might see if I can only do one of the cases, because I don't want to get too far into the game. That's the thing. I don't want it to be crazily into the game, and we still got got paper perjury that I want to do tomorrow. And oh yeah, on Wednesday I'll definitely be streaming on Wednesday. On Wednesday I'll be streaming on Wednesday I'll be streaming some Stardew Sage, hopefully. So yeah, I don't want to be doing. I might record the rest of the demo and put it on YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna do the first case of it, because yeah, long ass demo. So yeah, how you guys doing? We could just yak while I do the Ace Attorney door and stuff like that. So yeah, there we go. Okay, guess character Ace Attorney main series. Let's start with Phoenix. Okay, alive. Dark blue is a yellow for the eye color. So it's either dark or blue eyes. Probably blue. And was introduced in the first game. Let's go with Maya. Alive female, yeah, blue eyes after sisters. So we've got first Turnabout sisters, Turnabout samurai, Turnabout goodbyes, and then rise from the ashes. Let's go with Emma. Why specifically about teal? Just say blue. But yeah, it's in between. So it's either goodbyes or samurai. Let's go with Will. No, it's not gonna be Will actually. Let's go with Penny. Oh, it's samurai. It is samurai. Is it an unknown birth here, maybe? Let me think. Which characters are an unknown? Unless it's Wendy. I was gonna say it's an animal, but yeah, it's Wendy. I was gonna say it's an animal, but I can't think of any animals that were introduced in Samurai. So yeah, okay. Investigations. Let's go with Miles. Alive. Okay, that's shit. Verity. It's an unknown birth. Yeah, someone introduced in the captive turnabout. So I'm gonna assume it's one of. There we go. I was gonna say I'm gonna assume it's one of Regina's animals, and the first one I could think of was Ali the crocodile. Ali the alligator. I don't know. Yeah, that's the first one I can think of. So yeah. Great Ace Attorney. Let's go for Stay. Alive Male. Unknown birth, yeah, it's probably a juror. But it is the first game. So this guy, yeah, I'm gonna assume it's a juror. Introducing, it's a judge, okay. I was gonna say introducing the Adventure Divinity Room. I can't think of any other jurors. I'm bad with remembering each which case each juror was introduced in. But the only but I was like, oh, might as well try the judge since he was also introduced in Runaway Room. So yeah. Okay, silhouettes. This is Mason Milverton, I think. Is his name Milverton? Yeah, Mason Milverton. Okay, and then investigations. We have Peleno again. We had him we've had him like once or twice before for the silhouettes. So yeah. This is Candice Arm, I think. Yeah, it's Candice Arm. Because I think she's the only, I think she has, out of all the female characters, I was going to say she has the shortest hair out of all the female characters, but no, that would go to Robin. Yeah, she's the only one that has this kind of, really short, bob cut, so, yeah. Quotes. Okay. Okay, this is from the Spirit of Justice. Prosecutor Senmadi. That may be the way you conduct trials in Quran, but I would appreciate it if you would refrain from such charged language here. Okay, this is gotta be the judge, right? Our judge. Yeah, it's our judge. We have the judge a lot. Hey Rosie, it's me. I guess you're asleep already. This is Prosecutor's Gambit. Anyway, I'm here at the orphanage. Something's weird going on. President Wang is here for some reason. And there's another, damn it, the lights are out, so I can't quite see it, but it looked like he was being kidnapped. Anyway, probably nothing, but I should let you know. I was gonna go with Wang's doppelganger, but I think this might be Alpha Dome, because I remember he played a decently large part in there's a lot of, he had there's a bit of a backstory to his character, kind of. With a lot of the Ace Attorney victims, it's oh, there's this person who was for example in Fellow My Turnabout, there was the victim was Wonka Reader, right? And it was oh, Wonka Reader is an actor, he's kind of Matt and Guard's on-screen rival, they both act in The Steel Samurai together. But that's kind of it, that's kind of the only backstory we have. But I remember there was this whole bit of a plot point of what Rosie and Alf were doing that I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember that plot point at all. I still need to replay Ace Attorney at some point. But I think it's that for me, it's it feels like I've only just finished it because I spent a year and a half playing it. Literally, I started it in September 23 and then finished it start last year. So I was streaming it for a year and a half. So I was do I really want to play it again when we spent so long streaming it? So yeah. But I don't know. Okay. Okay, I know who this character is already, but I'm just gonna read out the quote. Sometimes stories call out to me, sometimes I have to chase them down, but either way you've got to be fast legs to run with and a fast hand to write with. It's no good if you don't know it down, I always say. That's what I call my many memoism. The only character that calls it his many memoism is, Many Memo himself. Okay. Case evidence. The case file. That. What the fuck? That gives me nothing. Let's go with Runaway Room. Okay, now. That is... Okay, this is gonna be... What are the Clouded... This is Memoirs of the Cloud... No, this is gonna be Adventure of the Clouded Cover then. I can never remember I can never remember... I can never, remember, I can never remember the difference between Adventure and Memoirs of the Clouded Cocker. I'm gonna be so honest. Okay, so investigations. Mr. Deacon's pendant. Deacon he was the victim and kidnapped, I think. let me see, kidnapped. Yeah, he was the victim and kidnapped. That was the one with the whole like fake kidnapping plot that I think it was Lauren and Lance. I know it was Lauren Potts. I don't remember how to pronounce her last name, but I know it was Lauren definitely. And then is his name Lance? It was like the son of Ernest and Mano. Yeah, his name's Lance. Yeah. Okay, and then we've got a stunning main series. Was it the victim? It kind of looks like I can barely make that out from here. Let me do a little zoom in. I can use OBS to. I think that might be Spirit of Justice. I want to say that's. I'm gonna guess Right of Turnabout. No. Oh, this is Time Traveler. This is Time Traveler. Yeah. I cannot tell what that photo is though. I'm gonna be so honest. So yeah. Anyways, we have some more Wordles to do. Let's do the Star Doodle. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna go with. Let's see. I'm gonna go with corn. I feel like I always go with corn first. Okay, so summer falls, either summer or fall. It is a vegetable, doesn't regrow, higher price, fewer days. Okay. Oh yeah. What's the hint? I've got the hint section on. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of. Let's see, I've already done that. Cause I'm not good with like. Cause I don't remember the growth and like price. Because I don't remember the growth and price of each item. I'm gonna get rid of growth and price just for now, and then like once I actually get good at like remembering the stuff in the Ace Attorney Dome, then I'll turn those hints off. Eggplant regrows, kale doesn't, but that's not autumn or that's not autumn. That might be summer actually. Let's go kale. Oh no, that's spring. 6 days doesn't regrow. Is a vegetable, so it's either radish, potato, or beet. Beet doesn't regrow. Radish doesn't regrow. Potato doesn't regrow. Let's go beet. Okay. Potato. Okay, it's gonna get radish then. Gotta love the hints, man. Gotta love the hints. Okay. Then we have the pufferfish though, which is just the fish version. I so wish there was one of these like Wordles but for the characters in Stardew. I would so love that. Okay, I'm gonna go with what's that? Oh, that's how to play. That's back. That's settings. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. Let's see. I think there's some that are like this one. Let's go with a carp. I was gonna say that there's gotta be some that are like all the seasons, any weather, any time, and have multiple locations. So, and it's all yellow. Okay. So it's either sewers, woods, or lake, which kind of does bring it down a little bit. Let's go with catfish. Rain. Okay, it's rain. It's gonna be woods then. Those are the only two that's the only ones that these two have in common. So let's go with let's see, anywhere the woods. Woods in rain. Unless it's like woods and something else. I don't know. I'm not sure I remember which. Ghostfish I know is in the mines. The ghostfish I know is definitely in the mines. Do we not have any other like woods? Okay, those are Ginger Island. That's the swamp. Oh, Woodskip. Oh wait, no, Woodskip is a bad choice actually. Yeah, Woodskip is actually kind of a bad choice. I mean, we could go Woodskip. Okay, it's not the woods then. Let me see. So we went with catfish and carp. It's gonna be. It's gonna be like lake and forest then or something, or like sewers and forest. Let's see. Lake, town pond, town forest, lake, rainbow trout. Okay. So it's not a summer fish though. It's not a summer fish. So it's gonna be either spring or fall then. Let's go with that. Okay, it's not gonna be squid. And hello Uzi, welcome on in, welcome on in. How you doing? How you doing? We're just doing like the wordles of the day. How you doing? How you doing? Trying to think of which ones are the like fall fish. I'm going with fall fish. Spring or fall. So a lot of these are in like multiple. A lot of these are in like multiple seasons. So yeah. Any weather, it's gonna be a rain actually. Fall, winter, maybe it's a walleye actually. Is it a walleye? Yes, it's a walleye, okay. Hello Uzi, hello. It is a walleye, yeah, it was a fall, winter fish. Okay, now I just have the Minecraft wordle to do. Okay, Minecraft item. I will start off with, I'm gonna try to start off with shovel. It's a common rarity item, but it's not like a tool. And yeah, it's not like tools and utilities. So I'm gonna go with iron. Okay, stack size 64, common rarity. The like materials, ingredients, creative inventory is renewable. Furnace is something. It's gonna be furnace. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I literally just looked, and the demo we're playing today, according to the Steam reviews, is 4 hours long. And I have to be up early tomorrow, so we're not doing the whole demo today. But we're probably gonna do like half of it. So yeah. But how you doing, Izzy? How you doing? Ingredients. Let's go with gold. Oh no, I'm not gonna go gold actually. Let's go with. I think diamond. That's the same crafting recipe. I want to go with something different. Charcoal. Okay, yeah. So it's not like it doesn't spawn anywhere. It's not like a drop. Furnace recipe is renewable. Ingredient common rarity stack of 64. But is after beta 1.2. I have to look up what the creative inventory looks like. The ingredients of the ingredients tab of the creative inventory looks like. So I cannot think. Wait, is it emerald maybe? Oh no, that's yeah. You get emeralds from everything. But let me see. Okay, it's higher than 1.3. It's better than 1.3. So this is gonna be like all the mob drops and stuff. Maybe like quartz. Quartz is also a chest. 1.5. Higher than 1.5. I'm looking at this now. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh wait, is it ancient debris? Oh no, that's chest. Wait, does not have ancient debris? Unless it's like, oh no, not ancient debris. Netherite scrap. Okay, let's see. Okay, in between 1.5 and 1.16. Something that. Something you can like smell. Something you can smell and then is renewable, isn't looted anywhere. Literally looking at, maybe it's resin. No, it's not gonna be resin. That's more recent. It's gonna be before 1.16. Okay. Question is it Pop's chorus fruit? It is Pop's chorus fruit. Okay. I'm keeping this wiki page up just in case I don't actually think of anything. So yeah, let's go with mobs. I always go with creeper first. Okay. Well, got nothing. Let's go with cow. Okay, it is a passive mob, so I'm gonna go with a sniffer. In between alpha 1.08 and then 1.20. Maybe a villager. Well, it's a 1.0 release. Okay. 1.0 release. 1.0 release. It's a passive mob. 1.0. I have no idea what was released in 1.0. I have no idea. Passive mob. It's non-animal. It's not got the classification non. This Iron Golem, maybe. It is a golem. Okay, maybe it's a snow golem then. Snow golem was before Iron Golem? Okay. Why do I find that so weird? That the snow golem was before Iron Golem. I don't know. Blocks. I always start with deep slate. Oh, it's the same update. Maybe it's amethyst. Maybe it's a block resistance of. Why have you given me the hardest one? Why have they just left the hardest one for me? Because I do not know blast resistance or hardness numbers. I just don't know. Calcite? I like calcite. Tough. That was 1.17, wasn't it? Yeah. Why are all these 1.5? Well, two of them are, but why are they 1.5? Like what? It's gonna give me the release version hint in one guess, but I know the release version hint. Maybe it's like a deep slate R. No, it's not gonna be a deep slate R. It's not gonna be a deep slate R. 1.17. This one was like axolotls, deep slate, copper. What is 1.17? Copper. It's gonna be copper something, right? Like copper R? Oh, it is copper R. Okay. Okay, let's do the crafting one. Show silhouette in. So let's get rid of that for now, and then we use that in case I don't know shit. I think this one is end rods. Yeah, that's end rods. And then Pop's chorus root, I think, is that a recipe? Yeah, that's pepper. And then we've got wool. So we've got beds and carpets. We've got blaze rod that goes into a blaze powder. This is wheat, and then target. Is it this or it's the other way around? Then we've got target block. And then we've got redstone block. Flint. I can't think of what flint makes. Slab. I've got button. Pressure plate. God, is it what I'm thinking of? Is this the recipe that I'm thinking? Let's grab that first. Is this the recipe that I'm thinking of? No block. Yeah. Okay. And then got sticks. Boat. I always forget about boat for some reason. Flint and wood. What does a flint and wood make? Oh my god, wait. It's gonna be the... Okay, crafting table first. It's gonna be the fletching table. Yeah. Okay, then it's just the wood ones. Then it's just three of the wood ones. I'm actually doing decently good at this. Wood. The wood slab. Oh my god, we've got the trapdoors and doors. Got plank, stairs, buttons, pressure plate, trapdoor, door. Show silhouette hint. Bow. Why did I forget the bow? That was good, right? I got 20 out of 21 just on my own without the silhouette hint. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyways, Anyways, let's get into Murder on the Yangtze River. I'm not sure what the saving system is like to this, so maybe in the future we do. Like I said, I'm only gonna do like half the demo today, roughly. So yeah, maybe in the future, maybe after we play. Oh, how many times? I'm gonna read through this first. How many times have you attended to this point? I've not counted. Yeah, I'll read through this. 3 years. I'll read through this and then we'll talk about what I'm gonna do with the rest of this demo. You're here almost every single night. As time goes by, your memory is beginning to fade. Don't stand in my way. No matter how long I linger here, and I wish this had sound effects, no matter how deep the truth is hidden within the shadows, find it. Murders on the Yangtze River. And so yeah, like I said, there's more? Then I guess you have no time to lose. I wish this had sound effects. I had the music turned off, but yeah, the key to the case is in that book. Yeah, I wish that intro had sound effects. Let me just load in first, and then we'll get to yapping what I'm gonna do.
我曾与死亡签契。
But yeah, like I said, I'm only gonna do like about half-ish of the demo today. Like I said, when I read through the like Steam reviews, this demo is 4 hours. So what I might do is after we play Detective Instinct, maybe we come back to this demo and finish the rest of it. We'll see how I feel about it. So yeah, and what's the tab? Oh, that's our evidence. Characters, message history, glossary. Oh, this is our outfit. Ooh, these are our outfits. These are our outfits. Look at, let me look through this guy's outfits. Let me see. These are cute. These are cute little outfits. And then we've got settings there. So yeah, maybe after we finish Detective Instinct, we'll do the rest of this demo. So yeah, no pause. I inked a pact with death.
静候他
I
的到
waited his
来。
arrival patiently.
今夜
Tonight, he finally
他
knocked on
终
my
于
door. I love this art style. Ooh. Oh. Well. Unexpected Misfortune, Chapter 1. Well. Hello?
快开门！
Open up.
再不开门就闯
If
进
you
去
want to
了。
open these doors, we're breaking in.
叔，叔叔！
Uncle?
哎呀，这
What
可
in
如
the,
何是
how
好
could this
啊？
possibly be? No.
Ro-
Master Lowe. 30 minutes later.
大人，
Lord, the
这杀人
murderer
犯竟然在
seemed
现
like
场
a
睡着
baby
了
at the scene of the crime. My head is spinning. So we're playing as Shen
好晕。
Qing. I can't seem to clear my mind.
杀人
The
犯
murderer. Could he be
这是
talking about me? Tap the left and right step. Oh.
给我老实点，
Stay still
别
and
动！
move, you murderer.
不，
No.
不是我，
It wasn't me.
我是一名
I'm
侦
just a
探，
detective.
到
I
此
came here to.
狡辩！
I know you're lying. How
竟敢
dare
杀
you
了
kill
萝卜！
Master Lowe?
麻布头不要
Calm
激动，
down, Officer Ma.
让他
Allow
把
him
话
to
说
finish.
完吧。
We need to verify his
验明
true
正史。
identity.
在下沈正
I am
平，
Shen Qingping,
是
a
一名
traveling
旅行侦
detective.
探。我和我的助手阿
My
福，
assistant Afu
是
and I
昨天
arrived
晚
in
上
this
才
town
到
last
这座
night
小
to
镇
obtain
的。
clues on an old case.
我们乘的船
Our
中
steamship
途出
broke
故
down
障，
midway and we struggled
折腾到
until
深夜
late
才
to
靠
reach
岸。
shore.
没想到咱们这么晚
I
才
can't
到，
believe we got here so
还不是因
late.
为我们的天才
That's
发明
because
家
someone
烧了发
somebody
电机。
fried the ship's
这是
generator.
船长的错
That's the shipmaster's
我很早就
fault.
提醒过他换零件了。
船长最大的
You
错
shouldn't
误
be allowed to go near a
就是让你碰
generator.
发电机。
Who's this?
咦，
Huh?
好像有个
There's
姐
a
姐在
young lady
哭啊。
crying over there. Wait, I don't talk.
姑娘，
Excuse me,
你
miss,
还好
are you
吗？
alright? Is she okay?
诶，怎么跑了？
Why
或
did
许有
she
难
run
言之
away?
隐吧。
Perhaps it is a delicate matter.
那
Well, let's
我们继
continue
续
on
赶
our
路
way
吧。
then.
话说
Okay.
回
By the way,
来，
that novel
你要
is
拜
your
访的
business.
这位作家，真的跟那
Is
桩
he
悬案
really
有
related to
关？
the open case?
我有预感，
I think he could lead to the breakdown
他会成为
breakthrough we need.
案子的突破口。往院子里走，
This must be the
就到目的
novelist's
地了。
place.
咱们一会儿见。
I'll see you later.
啊，
What, you don't
我
want
不
me
一
to
起
come?
吗？
你得找零
You
件
need to
修
go
船。
find cars to repair the generator.
好吧，好吧，
Alright,
早点回来
alright. Come back soon
我去找
then,
零件
Master.
了。
Okay, bye, Afu. Okay. There's no shift to walk? Okay. Knock. Knock, knock, knock.
谁呀？
You go
都
there.
这么晚了。
It's late.
在下沈仲
I'm
平，
Shen Chongping.
与罗佩先生约好
I'm
今日
Shen
见面。
Chongping. I have an appointment with Mr. Lowe to meet today.
途中遭遇
My
风暴，
journey was delayed
耽误
by
了
a
行程，
storm en route.
不敢失了
I
先
did
生的
not
约，
wish to miss
才冒昧
our
深夜
appointment,
前
so I
来。
took the liberty of arriving at such late hours.
沈仲
Shen
平，
Chongping, have we met before?
我们素未谋
We've
面，
never met in person.
一直都是
We've
书信来
always
往。
communicated through letters.
啊，
Oh, I see.
想起来了。
One moment.
沈先生，
Come on in,
请进。
Mr. Shan. Is
麻
this
烦
going to
沈
be
先
like
生稍等一
in
下。
Great Eastern, at the start of Great Eastern, where like we play as Ryunosuke and we have to like defend our innocence in court? I'm guessing that's what it is. Please wait a moment, Mr. Shan.
我得把手头的
I
故
must
事写
finish
完，
writing the
怕断
story
了思
and
路。
I do not wish to break my train of thought.
没关系，
No need to worry, I shall
我
bide
在一
my
旁
time
静
and
候
wait
便是。
for yours.
晚上天
It's
凉，
cold in the evening, could I
向麻
trouble
烦
you
先生
to
帮我
close
关
the
门
door and hang the
关
latch for me? Okay. Can we, front door, close it. I like these cute little animations, this is cute. I like this. Mirror. A western style mirror. It seems out of place compared with the other furniture in this room. Let's see. Let's investigate first. Let's have a look around. A wardrobe slightly taller than a person. A lock hangs from the handles. Can I investigate this? Can. There are piles of old books underneath the novelist's bed. They're all covered in dust, which means that he has not read them in quite a while. Wardrobe. Let's see. If there's anything else we can interact with here. So let's just interact with Lope.
门已关上
The。door has been closed.
先生可以
Please
放
be at
心
ease.
我这次前
I
来
came，here today on
确
account
实
of
是
an
有要事
important。matter.
先生可曾听
Have
说
you
过
ever heard of the peculiar
3年
case
前
that
发生在
happened
英
in
国
London
伦敦
3
的
years ago? What happened in London?
案子的事情
Let's take
我
our
们
time
慢
to
慢
talk
聊
about。this case.
沈先生舟车劳
You
顿，
must be tired from
应该还没
traveling
有吃
far.
东西吧？
I'm sure you haven't had anything to eat yet.
这里有些
There are some
本
local
地
rice
特
cakes
色
on the
的
track
炒
beside
糕，
me. Please,
就在
I
我旁边的
insist, have
箱
a
子里。
taste.
那就恭敬不如
Then
从
it would
命
be
了。
rude of me to decline. Right here, rice cakes.
盘子里摆着几
There are
块
a few
晶莹剔
pieces
透的糕
of
点，
translucent pastries on the plate. Guessing we're hungry.
确实有些饿。
I'm quite hungry. Perhaps
我就
just
吃一
one
块吧。
piece. Yeah, it's those cute little animations. I like it.
不对，
No, wait, these rice
这糕
cakes.
里
Were they just like spoiled rice cakes? Like from being like sat out for too long, or were they
事情
like
就是这样。
poisoned?
我吃下那块炒糕
That is
后
what
就晕了过
happened.
去。
After I ate the cake, I
直
lost
到大人出
consciousness
现。
until you all arrived.
你说
So you're saying that you
你
fainted
是被人
inside this
下
room
药
because
了，
somebody had
才
drugged
晕倒
you?
在房？
的确如此。
That is correct.
狡辩！
I told you not to
即便被人
weasel,
下药
even
了
if you were
凶手
not,
也
the
只可能是你。
only possible murderer is you.
本部手握
I've
铁
got
证，
ironclad proof
是
there's
绝技
no
不可
way
能
I'm
弄错的。
wrong.
不知能否请马
Officer
捕头
Ma,
详细
would it
说
be
一说，
possible to ask you to elaborate
你手
on
中的
what the
铁证是什么？
ironclad proof is?
大胆！
How dare
这
you
个
try
挑衅
to
分子！
provoke me? Ma,
理越辩越明，
Truth is, no
知县
questions.
大人也一定
Surely
想
the
听听
judge
你的
also
分
wants
析
to see a，
才能
proof
避
of
免
our
弄错。
misjudgment.
罗佩是本地
Lopez
名
is a
人，
local celebrity.
本
I must
官
account for this
必要
properly
给
to
乡
town-
民
I
一
must
个
account for
交
this
代。
properly to townspeople.
马捕头就
Tell
说
us what
说
you know
吧，
then, Officer
人
Lam.
抓的我
Just
也
so I
安
can be at
心
peace
点
with。this arrest.
好，
Fine.
整
Just so you
清
know
楚
how you
自己
got
是如何被
caught.
抓的。
Deduction. Reasons for suspecting Shen Zhongping.
禀张知县，
Judge Chan.
原因很简单，
It's simple.
直到我们发现尸体之前， 这个房间都处于密闭的
Sealed off.
密闭状态。
Classic locked room mystery. Sealed off.
屋内唯一的
The
窗
window
户
frame
装有木
prevents
格，
anyone from
人是不可能
entering
进
or
出的。
leaving through it.
屋门又是
The
从
door
内
was
侧插上了门栓，
inside.
若非
If
本
I
鬼一
hadn't
脚踹
broken
断
the
了门
latch
栓
with，my kick,
我们
we
都
wouldn't
进不
even
了
have
屋。
been able to get in.
这意味着
Which means
凶
that
手
the
只
murderer
可能
could
是
only
案
be
发时
somebody who was
还在
already
屋内
in
的
the
人，
room.
也就是你。
And that somebody is you.
怎
How?
怎么会这
How
样？
could this be?
房间是
The
密闭
room
的，
was sealed off.
还
and
是
I
我
was the
自
one
己
who
挂上了
hung
门
the
栓。
door latch. Ain't the
李
truth as clear as
是不
day
是越
now?
辩越明了？还不认罪？
Will you just confess already?
马捕头刚刚的分析还是很清晰的，
Quite right.
我想
Quite precise.
应
I
该
believe
不
there's
会
been no
弄。
misjudgment.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, unless you are able to
除
provide
非你能出
conclusive
示一
evidence to prove your
份
innocence,
能证，否则
I'll have
本
no
官
choice
就要
but to
下
give
令
orders
将
to
你
take you
羁
into
押了。
custody.
我的双手都被
Both
绑
my
着，
hands are tied.
该
How
如
am I
何在
supposed
这么
to
短的
find
时间
evidence in such a short time?
沈仲平，
Calm down, Shen Zhongping.
你要冷静下来，
This problem can be solved
通
through
过观察和推
observation
理
and
来讲，
reasoning.
一切行为都会在
All
现场
actions
留
are
下
bound
痕
to
迹。
leave a trace on the scene.
我很清楚被害
I'm
人不是我杀
absolutely
的，
sure that I did not murder
有
the
人设了
victim.
局来陷害，
Someone is trying to frame me.
因此
So I'll be able to find a
在现场遗留的
contradiction
痕
within
迹
the
中
traces left behind
一
at
定
the
能找到
scene.
所有。在回答知
Before
县的
I
问题
answer
前，
Judge Chang's questions,
我必须
I need
先
to
仔细
carefully
观察一
observe
下
the
现
scene
场。
first. Okay. Crime scene investigation. Okay. Blood. The blood on my sleeve most probably belongs to the deceased. It seems like there is also blood on my back as well. Quit moving, you punk. What are you trying at? Officer Matt, could I trouble you to help me take off my coat? Aye, how dare you order me around? I would like to take a look at the back to see if it also is stained with blood. Indeed, Mr. Shen, there are blood stains on your back. That's gotta be Master Lowe's blood. Okay. But the thing is, what looks like here, what happens is that someone stabbed, like, with their left hand, because it's, like, left side of it, like, the, well, right side of his chest, but, like, left to the murderer. But then the right side of his sleeve, and then his back as well, is also covered with blood, but not the left side, which, you know, you'd expect, like, his left arm doesn't have any blood on it, which, you know, you'd expect, like, if you know, he had stabbed with his left hand and then blood splattered, you'd expect it to go over his left hand here. So then a knife, a sharp blade stained with blood. This should be the murder weapon, found within my grasp and now seen as evidence against me. Bloodstained dagger. And then we've got here. The victim died facing upwards with multiple wounds on his chest, clothes stained with blood. My hands and feet are tied, so I can't get any closer to see any of the details of the corpse. Okay, so we've got my weapon, the blood on his coat, and then we've got this blood here. Is that blood? The victim died facing upwards with multiple wounds on his chest, clothes stained with blood. My hands and feet are tied, so I can't get any closer to see any of the details of the corpse. Okay. Got this, got this, got this. The blood. Several long continuous blood spatters on the floor. They are cast off pattern bloodstains. There's an evident gap within the 3 longest bloodstains. How could this be? Something to wipe it up? A gap in a bloodstain is most likely caused by something being removed. Oh yeah, this looks like better. This looks more like something being removed. The destruction of the bloodstain was likely because something blocks the path of the splatter. The appearance of a gap shows that something that was once there has been moved. Completed.
找到能
Have
自
you
证
found
清
evidence
白
that
的
can
证
prove
据
your
了吗？
innocence?
这件证据就
This
能
piece
证
of
明我的
evidence
清
will be
白。
able to prove my innocence. Just like evidence. I guess it's bloodstain. Wait, what is it? The bloodstain coat.
请问马捕头，
Officer Ma, is a person able to
一个
kill
背对
someone
死
with
者
a
的人
dagger while having his
能够用到
back
杀人吗？
towards them? Oh yeah,
自然
because
不
his
能。
blood, the blood does also go upon the front as well. Of course, and then this is the proof, and then this is the knowledge as well. Yeah, the cast-off pattern. Of course not.
那么
If so,
这件血衣
but yeah,
便能
it
证明
just
我的清白。
flips the thing, flip the side of his coat, which is weird. This bloodstained coat will be able to prove my innocence.
难道这血衣不是你的？
Oh, he was probably he was looking in the mirror. So this coat ain't yours.
是我的，
It is mine. I'm
正穿在
wearing
我身
it.
上。
真是胡闹！
What kind of nonsense is
你
this?
手上
With
持
dagger
刀
and，blood,
衣服沾
you're
血
still saying，
还
you're
敢说自己
guilty.
无罪？
沈先生，
Mr. Shan, how does
这
this
件
bloodstained
血
coat prove
衣
that you are innocent?
请看衣服上
Take a
血
look
渍的
at
位
where
置
the bloodstains
出现在
are.
背后，
They appear on the
而
back
不是胸
and
前。
across the chest.
这又
So
能
what does
说
that
明什么
imply?
呢？
说明死者
It
的血
implies
溅
that
出
I
时，
had my back towards the
我是背
victim
对
when
着他
his
的。
blood was spilled.
我既然背
As
对
my
死
back
者，
is facing the victim, I'm
自然无
unable
法
to
举刀
raise
扎
a
他
dagger
的
to
胸膛。
stab his chest. You
你
must
定
have
是在
turned your
杀人的
clothes
时候
inside out
把
when
衣服
you
反过来穿
did
了，
the murder.
这种鬼把
Such
戏
trickery
本
is
部见得
nothing
多
new to
了。
me.
马捕头，
Officer Ma,
请看这里
please look here.
地上有2
The
道走势
floor
连
has
续的抛
multiple
甩状
cast-off
血迹，
pattern
它们的中
bloodstains,
间
including
有一个
one
明
with
显的
one
断
with a
层，
noticeable gap.
断层的出
It
现
shows that there was
说明
one
在那
sock
里
in there
原本有一
that
个
has
遮
been
挡物。
moved later on.
难道有人破
Did
坏了现
someone
场？
mess with the crime scene?
那个遮挡物
That something was
应该
probably
就是我
me.
自己。
Yeah, because he had
我没
painted.
猜错的话，
If I'm right, the bloodstain on
我
my
背上
back
的血
should be
渍
able to match the
应该能与地
bloodstain
上的血迹
on
拼
the
合起来，
floor.
这便能证明
This will prove that I was
案发时我已
unconscious
经
on
晕
the
倒在
floor
地
during
上
the time of my time of the crime.
而倒在
Jesus
地
did
上
not
的
expect
人
that.
是没
I
办
would
法
not
持刀
have
捅
been
人，
capable
并
of
留下那
stabbing
样
him
的
to
血迹。
create such bloodstains as I laid on the floor.
有一定道理。
There is some truth to that.
因此，
Therefore, the
事实
truth
的
of the
真相是
matter is. So,
凶手杀死罗
after
佩
the
后，
murderer
把刀
killed
柄塞到我手中，
Lopez,
借
he
机嫁祸给
planted
我。
the dagger in my hands to frame me for his crime.
即便全身被绑，也能冷静地分析、还原现场。沈先生令我光，看来你果然是个侦探。
大人过奖了，
You flatter me,
我
Judge
的嫌疑
Chan.
终于洗
So
清
my
了吗？
suspicion has finally been cleared. Wait, was that the let's see, facts detective? Oh, Chinese word for detective appeared in the Song Dynasty 1960 to 1279 at the latest. Originally used as a verb meaning to inspect and inquire, the word was later developed to also be used as a noun. For example, the arms mentioned in the memorandum for the reappraisal of matters in G-Town, written during the Ming Dynasty, included detective, which is equivalent to scouts in modern times. By the end of the Qing Dynasty, and the beginning of the Republic of China, with the emergence of large quantities of detective fiction, such as Detective World and the stories of Sherlock Holmes, the term detective had evolved to refer specifically to investigators working on a case. And then the cast-off patterns. Cast-off pattern bloodstains are created when blood is released or thrown from a blood-bearing object in motion onto a surface. Linear or arc-shaped in general, they are often distributed on surfaces situated in the higher locations, such as the upper end of the wall and ceilings. At times, the same cast-off pattern bloodstains will span across two surfaces, i.e. the ceiling and the wall and the floor, etc. Okay. And then we've got our evidence, and then there's characters. And then Chen Ping, detective, 22, me, a traveling detective. Low pay novelist, age 39, an extremely talented detective, fiction novelist. I came to pay him a visit because of an old case. Unfortunately, he died in his little home last night. Okay. You flatter me, Judge Chang, so my suspicion has finally been clear. As the only two people
屋
in
内
this
就你
room,
和萝卜，
you ain't the murderer.
不是
You
凶
say
手。
he killed himself?
若想知道真相
If，I want to
我需要全面地调查一下
did
现场。
Lopez commit suicide? If I want to find out the truth, I need to thoroughly investigate the crime scene.
但我手脚被绑，调查不
with
便
my，hands and feet tied, it's
不知
impossible
张大
for
人
me- it's
是否可
impossible for me
以
to investigate.
马捕头，
Officer Ma,
要
how
不
about we untie him?
我们
Yeah, come on, Ma.
大人，
Look,
关于他
what if he...
大人放心，
Rest assured, Judge Chan,
在查清
I
案
will
子
not
之前，
leave this place until
我
we
绝
get
不
to
离
the
开这里。
bottom of this case. If you
你
try
要
any
是敢
funny
在我眼
business
皮子
of
底
mine,
下
I
耍
will
花招，
pay for it. Shut up. This guy. I'm finally allowed to move around this room. I need to investigate the crime scene as quick as possible. Can't miss a single detail. Throughout investigations, I will surely encounter many doubts. I should think carefully. Okay, so got the mirror, that's Mark, coming up. Okay, examine front door. A simple and modest front door made of pine wood. The broken latch still hangs on the door, exposing the brown lines within. Officer Ma, did you say that you broke this door latch with your kick? When I got here, that she went was shaking the door floors might. What good would that do when the door is locked from the inside? I got anxious, so I went up and bam, kicked the door right open. New clue, the front door was kicked open. Got the mirror. I can see my reflection in the Western style mirror. Will I be able to clear my name? Why did my ass not even realize he took his coat off because it's the piece of evidence? Did he? Hi, Games Guru. Welcome on in. How you doing? Did Lopay commit suicide? Lopay and I were alone in a locked room. I didn't kill anyone. If so, then Lopay committing suicide would be the only possibility. Was someone hiding in the wardrobe? But yeah, how you doing, Games Guru? However, he could not have framed me for his death after committing suicide. Perhaps I'll be able to find some answers from Lopay's corpse. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's investigate the corpse then. Corpse. This is Lopay's corpse. Should I commence an autopsy? Yes. External autopsy. So, press the screen. So got the, yeah. His chest is stained with blood. Amongst the 3 evident stab wounds, 2 were fatal. The wound is small and deep. The shape of the wound is consistent with the bloodstained dagger. Oh yeah, we're playing the demo for the murders on the Yangtze River today. Games Guru, by the way. The locations of the 3 stab wounds are irregular and in different directions as well. 3 fatal stab wounds. Okay. Okay. Is blood even coming from his lips? His mustache is crooked. Upon further inspection, there is glue on the inside and the side. The mustache shape looks Western, not Han Chinese. Apparently, the deceased is wearing a fake mustache. Okay. Eyes, hands, limbs. There were no abnormalities found in the limbs of the deceased. No hesitation wounds or defense wounds are present on any part of his body. That is quite peculiar. No abnormalities, no defense wounds. Okay, and he has a rep here. The deceased is in his undergarments. Oh no, is that it? And his coat is gone. I've searched the entire room for it, but it is nowhere to be found. If this room is a locked room, how could the coat disappear into thin air? Doubt-based disappearing coat. Okay, is that it? That might be it. Oh, colour. And there's white powder on the collar of the deceased. It feels like something made from glutinous rice. These are crumbs from the rice cake. It seems that Lopay had eaten a rice cake before he died. Okay, is that it? Hair. A faint fragrance can be smelled from the hair of the deceased. The scent isn't from flowers, incense or cologne. It seems to resemble a scent similar to camphor wood? Okay, it's a camphor wood. Verified, okay. That's it. Death by stabbing, no defense wounds. I've completed investigations on the corpse. I need to reconsider relative clouds of doubt. Okay. reconsider did Lope commit suicide. I did not find any hesitation wounds on Lope. That is unusual. That is very unusual for a suicide case. There are no injuries caused by a fight or fall. It is also quite unusual for a homicide case. I mean, he probably ate the rice cake and then fainted like we did, and then like he was stabbed then. The rice cake crumbs, yeah. The reason why there weren't any defense wounds was because Lope ate the rice cakes that contained knockout drugs, the same one I ate. Same ones I ate. He was in a state of unconsciousness when he was murdered. There must have been another person in the room at the time. That person is the murderer. Who could it have been? How are they able to leave the locked room? Unless they're still here. Okay. Okay, let's see. We still got some doubts with wardrobe. A wardrobe slightly taller than a person, it is locked. But how'd they be able to lock it from, like, if they went back into the thing, how'd they be able to lock it from the outside? Let me try to pick the lock open. I give up. If only Effie was here, he's very good at things like this. Okay. Let me look at this. The knowledge. Hesitation wounds, also known as tentative cuts. Okay. Reading that. Defense wounds. Refer to injuries inflicted. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Games Guru? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I've got a lot on next week. I'm gonna be so honest. I have well, I have an interview for my master's course tomorrow, and then I didn't tell you this. I have an interview for my first choice master's course tomorrow, and then on Thursday is my graduation. Hello, and then on Friday is my driving test. So yeah, got a lot going on. Over the next week. So yeah, I'm doing alright, doing pretty good. How are you doing, Games Guru? How are you doing? Defense wounds refer to the injuries inflicted upon the victim when resisting attacks from the assailant. There are generally two types of defense wounds: incised wounds on the palms and fingers and finger joints, penetrating wounds on the palms and arms. Defense wounds don't appear in every homicide case. However, the presence of a defense wound, especially multiple defense wounds, must be key evidence of a murder. Okay. Let's see. Let me look at the bed. And there are powerful books underneath the novelist's bed. They are all covered in dust, which means that he has not read them in quite a while. Okay, so they haven't moved since earlier. I know, yeah, the ad is starting in 4 minutes. By the way, if you don't want an ad, you know what to do. Subscribe. A bedside table. A walnut bedside table. There are books and several old newspapers on top. Within the bedside table are undergarments and such. One of these newspapers carried the news of Lope publishing his novel. The photo on this newspaper, the one on the left is Lope and the one on the right seems to be the lady we saw last night. According to, I forgot about her. According to this, the lady is Liu Picheng, an editor who helped Lope publish his books. Why did I feel like, were they adults or kids in that photo? Because it looks like I think the scaling was a bit off in that photo, because for a second I thought they were kids, but then I looked at Lope's attire and I was like, wait, is that are they adults? Because he's wearing a fake mustache as well. Lope's desk is placed in front of the window. When I met him last night, he was bent over his desk writing the entire time. Let me take a look at what he has on his desk. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Quit moving around. I'm investigating. And to examine the desk and see if there's any clues. You notice if there are any unpublished manuscripts sitting on the desk. You can't just go snooping around and touching stuff. Officer Ma, I understand your concerns, but I merely wish to investigate. I'll be careful. You better be. I'll be keeping a close eye on you from right here. Crime scene investigation. There's a pile of blank rice paper in the drawer with a paperweight placed on top. Next to the papers are 2 new pens, 3 candles, and a box of matches. There's also a small box. It is an ink cartridge made of tin, holding a half-used ink block. the manuscripts. Here's a book titled Tales of the Moon Colony. There are several magazines underneath it, all of which are illustrated fiction. A stack of newspapers, various issues of the Shanghai News have all published low-paced books. And I've got a candle here. A common white glazed candlestick. There's still half a stick of unburned candle on top. I've got some paintbrushes, some brushes as well. A rack of 4 calligraphy brushes hanging on it. A piece of oil paper underneath the rack. The ink on one of the calligraphy brushes has not dried out yet. A simple square-shaped inkstone. There are several plum blossoms engraved on one side. There is a layer of residual ink on the inkstone that is starting to harden into a gelid state. A stack of books on the table, including The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. This is making me regret now not going into that bookshop last week when I was on holiday and getting a copy of Tales of Baskerville. Oh, not Tales of Baskerville, what's it called? It was that one Sherlock Holmes book that was like mentioned in Great Ace Attorney that I so wanted to get, but I didn't. So, yeah, the desk itself. The window. A frame on the window that would stop a person from climbing in or out. No choice of scaling. Okay, that's completed. That gave me nothing. Yeah, I was not able to find any useful clues. It seems like something is missing from the table. What do you mean something is missing from the table? What do you mean? What was something... What? The unusualness of the desk. Nothing useful on the desk, however, I felt something that was unusual about it. It seems like something was missing. What could it be? Did you leave the coat there? Let's talk to lotion wear. Uncle, now that you're gone, I'm truly alone. I'm sorry for your loss. In order to uncover the truth, I need to ask you a few questions. You're the one who murdered him. There's no need for your crocodile tears. We didn't murder him! We just proved that! Someone murdered your uncle and framed me. I'm sure you would like to find out the truth as much as I do. Go on and ask then. Events this morning. Please tell me about the events you encountered this morning. Every morning I come by Uncle's place to help him with jobs that he's too busy to deal with. There has to be someone to take care of mundane tasks like cleaning up and feeding the chickens. What do you do for a living? My uncle pays me. I also help him organize his manuscripts sometimes. I understand. Please continue recounting what happened this morning. I came to visit Uncle, like usual, but I couldn't hear a sound from the room, which was strange. When I arrived, I saw Yangtze was already here. He said he didn't see my uncle either. I knocked on the door for quite a while, but no one answered. I had a sensitive nose, so I kept sensing the smell of blood coming from inside the room. I felt like something was terribly wrong, so I told Yangtze to hurry and get someone. When we finally entered the room, I found that my uncle had been murdered. Go on and ask then. Suspicious people. Within your uncle's interpersonal relationships, have you ever noticed someone suspicious? Aren't you the most suspicious person? Then let me pose this question differently. Did your uncle hold any grudges against anyone? My uncle was very friendly, but he held some kind of grudge against Yangtze, the errand runner. Yeah, I was just about to say, after we finish this dialogue, that there's only like 2 other people, realistically, because I doubt it's gonna be, I forgot his name, I think? I doubt it's gonna be this guy, and I doubt it's gonna be the judge. But the only 2 people that I think are reasonably suspicious at the moment would be Lo, and then the other guy, Yangtze. Yeah, it's gonna be either between Lo and then Yangtze. Like, what kind of grudge? Because like Yang was already here. Yang was already here. Before Lo even got here, which is strange because like Lo was the one that was like mostly like Lo was the one that was mainly like, you know, like he was employed by his uncle. He was the one like doing like little errands and stuff, and he was like not errands, but you know, he was the one like doing like little chores around the house. He was the one, you know, feeding the chickens and stuff. So like, why was Younger here feeding the chickens when that's usually what Lo does? You know. Tales of the Moon. I've got a few more facts in the end I want to read first. Welcome back to the ad, by the way. We're just reading through some of the facts, but we're just interrogating Lo about like what happened that morning, because he was like the first one. He was like the first one who like he was the one that came. He was like trying to open the door before like War and the judge arrived. So just trying to see, oh hey, what happened? But turns out there's this other guy that was there called Yangtze. He was feeding chickens, even though Lo said, oh, I'm the one that usually does that. So, which is weird, right? Why would you like? And like, Lo was being paid for it, paid to do it by his uncle. So it's like, why would then someone else who's not paid to do it take care of like someone else's chickens? So yeah. Tales of the Moon Colony can be rated as the ancestor of Chinese science fiction. Written by Wang Zhang Daoxi. It was serialized in illustrated fiction between 1904 to 1905, with a total of 35 chapters and no ending. The subject of the novel is a peculiar balloon in which the main character travels across the sea in search of his wife and children, whilst encountering aliens from the moon. This novel combines the vernacular-style traditional novels with the essence of science fiction, creating a work of High Dynasty in the like is it Qing Dynasty? Qing Dynasty? I think it might be Qing Dynasty. I'm not sure. By the end of the, I'm just gonna probably just like flip-flop between like Qing Dynasty and Qing Dynasty. I'm not sure. By the end of the Qing Dynasty, under the influence and intervention of new ideas, Chinese people were increasingly eager to explore Western culture. During this time, novels easily became new favourites due to their accessibility and widespread publication, amongst which Western detective fiction, with its intricate plots and ingenious case designs, became the top choice for the majority of people. The Stories of Sherlock Holmes was a big hit ever since it was first translated into Chinese and published in the Current Affairs newspaper in 1896. Ooh, okay. Yangtze attempted to steal coins from the table during the delivery, but my uncle caught him. Oh yeah, this is saying, low pay, and then Xinhua. I forgot about. I don't know why I keep thinking about like Chinese and Japanese like naming conventions. So we've got Xinhua, then they've got Pei. But yeah, basically Pei was suspicious of Yangtze because because like I said, was very like suspicious and like kind of did not like Yangtze because like as Xinhua says, he tends to steal coins. Yangtze was seized by the government and got beaten for it too. When did this occur? It was about half a month ago, so it's like 2 weeks ago. So I'm sure he's still bitter about it. And he suspects that Yangtze murdered him out of vengeance. After all, he's the one who delivers rice cakes to my uncle. Oh! Yangtze was trying to kill Pei. Also, when I arrived here this morning, he was already here. I don't know how long he'd been. Now that I recall, he did have a sort of sneaky look on his face. It seems that it is necessary to talk about this issue with Yangtze. Go on and ask him. I have more questions. Okay. Let's see. How did the murderer leave? How did the door latch? Lo Pei and I were the only ones inside until Officer Ma broke in. The only way to enter or exit the room is by going through the wooden front door. How did the murderer leave the scene without removing the door latch? Or perhaps the other way, how did the murderer latch the door from the outside? Disappearing coat. The fact that the coat of the deceased is missing is particularly odd. Assuming Ma was honest, before they arrived at the scene, the room was locked with no way in or out. Then this coat must definitely still be inside this room. I should talk with Lo Pei's relative. I need to obtain more information on the coat. Okay, we should talk to... Yeah, we should talk to Shenwei then. Lo Shenwei. Lo Shenwen. Even I keep calling him Shenwei instead of Shenwen. stated that Yangtze was responsible for delivering rice cakes to Lao Pei. Theoretically, Yangtze had the chance to tamper with the rice cakes. He also had the motive. Could it be that Yangtze killed him out of revenge? I need to confirm this issue with Yangtze. Okay, let's talk to Shinwen then. In order to know the truth, I need to ask you a few more questions. Go on and ask them. Lao Pei's apparel. Your uncle's attire coat, the stalker and false mustache, was quite unusual. The hat and mustache were all characteristics of his novelist identity. He purposefully dressed himself this way to become famous. So that ill-fitting strange coat was also one of his characteristics. Reminds me of Sherlock's from Great Eastern Italian. Well, he's called Sherlock in the Japanese version. In the original Japanese, but he's called Sherlock in the English translation. A strange coat? You mean that western wind coat he wore all the time? Precisely, the wind coat made of silk. The tailor-made coat was one of my uncle's characteristics. He spent a lot to hire the best tailor and use the best fabric for the coat, but it turned out the fact that this wind coat is not present at the crime scene is what caught my attention. So you're saying that my uncle's coat disappeared into thin air? Perhaps the murderer took it with them. The way you said it, Mr. Sherman, sounds as if it were a plot from a novel. Go on and ask then. Okay, let's see. Disappearing coat. According to Lo Shi-wen, this coat was tailor-made for Lao Pei. The coat was one of the characteristics of Lo Pei's novelist identity. He always wore it. Something of such important ought to be left at the scene. However, it is no longer in this room. The murderer is the only person who has left this room. He must have taken the coat with him. The murderer must have had a reason to do so. Most likely the murderer took it with them. Got the plate. There were 7 pieces of rice cakes on the plate, but now they're all gone. Yeah, we ate one, and then Pei must have eaten one. Box. The wooden box is filled with books that Lo Pei published. Ghost in the Well, Bells and Bones, Mysterious Echo, The Confined Room Mystery. Unfortunately, this copy of The Confined Room Mystery is not the original manuscript. You like The Confined Room Mystery too? The reason why I came to visit Lao Pei was to speak with him about this book. You've got good taste. The death scenes in The Confined Room Mystery were absolutely stunning. Officer Ma, do you know where the inspiration of this book comes from? Sherlock Holmes, I bet. Ain't got a clue, but Master Lao was an extraordinary fella. Anything could have inspired him. But if we're talking about good storytelling, it's gotta be a swordsman case. It's a real damn shame we'll never get to read the next volume. Can I talk to Officer Ma? Can't believe Lord would allow you to join in on investigations. Don't even try to play any tricks. I'm watching your every move. Okay. Rest assured, officer, I'll uncover the actual murderer. You better keep in mind, don't mess up the crime scene with your incompetence. Alright. In order to find out the truth, I would like Officer Ma to answer a few of my questions. Go on then, ask away. Events before I awoke. Officer Ma, were there any other people present when you arrived on the scene? What happened? Why are you asking so much? Are you trying to say that I didn't protect the crime scene? Let me give you the facts. Everything is exactly the way it was when we arrived. No one's allowed to mess with the crime scene under my watch. You misunderstand me, Officer Ma. I just want to know what happenings occurred before I awoke. When we got here, Lo Shi-wen was shaking the door saying he smelled blood coming from inside. I was worried about Master Lo, so I went up to the door and kicked it right in. After that, well, you know what happened. After. I suppose no one could have come in or gone out during that period. Obviously, I got a soldier standing guard outside the courtyard. We searched the entire premises, but we didn't find others during which no one left either. That's why the murderer is definitely you. Who else could it be, huh? It's not us. I understand, but once I complete my investigations, I will explain everything to you, Officer Ma. It's gotta be younger, right? It's gotta be younger. Go on then, ask away. Lao Pei's relationships. Officer Mai, it seems you admired the victim. Well, of course, Master Lo was a great novelist. Everybody respects him. Does Lo Pei have any relatives? His wife died young and they had no children. He's got a good-for-nothing nephew, though. She went. Over there, the one who won't quit sobbing. I mean, his uncle did just die. So, like, you'd kind of expect him to, you know, be sobbing. Stop crying already. I'm sick of that awful noise. Shut up, Ma. Hit this guy. Alright. No. Keep crying all you want. Ma is an idiot and I don't like him. I don't like Ma. Go on then. Ask away. No more questions. Then we've got Judge Chang. Judge Chang, did you notice anything out of the ordinary when you arrived? Well, I was not aware of anything unusual. Lo Shi went, shook the door open, Officer Ma kicked it open, and we found you and Lo Pei covered in blood. I suppose no one suspicious was discovered during that process. Well, not at all. What kind of person was Lo Pei? Lo Pei gained great fame when his book Chamber of Doubts was serialized in the Shanghai News. As the first celebrity to come from this town in decades, naturally he was loved by all. This town was originally named Qingxi Town. To comply with his popular will, we named it Paratown. Alright, I understand now. Okay. Can't ask him anything else. He's at the front door, we just have. Can I leave? I can, I didn't. I thought Mom would.
可算等到你了。
I expected, I'm gonna be so honest, I expected thingy Mom to be like, no, don't go outside, but no, he's like, whatever. Should have been waiting for you. Oh, it's Afu, he's there.
我听说
I heard
屋
there's
里
been
发
a
生了
murder
命
in
案。
that house.
大人有令，
It's honest
凶案
that
现
there's
场
been
不许
no
喧哗。
shouting at the crime scene. Yeah.
先生，
Shen, you don't
你
look very
看起来
well.
脸色很
Is
差。
everything alright?
我没事，
I'm fine.
不过在
However,
查明
I'm
真
afraid
相
I'll
之
have
前
to stay here until the
怕是
truth
得
is
滞留在。
uncovered.
找到凶手
Have
了
you
吗？
found the murderer?
最大嫌疑人
Who
是
is the
谁？
prime suspect? Us? Maybe?
目前嫌疑
At
最
the
大的人
moment, the prime suspect
是
is
我。
me. I really like Afu's design. He looks so
原来
cool.
凶手就是
I
先
can't
生自
believe
己。
the murderer was actually you, Shen.
我来帮忙。
Let me help you. The guard won't let you.
大人有
Sorry,
令
it's，all this that.
闲大人等。
兵老爷，
Soldier, I
我
am
可不是什么
not
闲
just
大
a
人
random
等。
person.
大人有
So
令，
there's orders I need to
要按
guard the
守住
gate.
此门
So。you are allowed to enter.
军爷，
Soldier,
张大人让你守住
Judge
院门，
Chang asked you to guard the
是为了
gates
拦住
and
那
keep
些
out those
与查案无
involved
关
in
的
this
人。
case, right? You know how
若是与案
if
子有
someone
关
is
的人，
relevant,
理
should
应
he
让
be
他进来。
allowed to enter? That's true.
兵老爷，
Soldier,
沈
Shen
先
is
生不幸成为
unfortunately
此案的
suspected
嫌疑
in
人
this，
正
case,
殚精竭虑地调查真相，而我是他的
As I
助
am
手
his。trustworthy
那你
assistant.
说
Don't
我
you
是不是
think
与
that
查案
I'm
有
also
关？
involved in this case?
啊，
I get
明
it
白了。
now.
兵老爷果
I
然是
knew,
明
I
白
knew
人。
Soldier would understand.
你是
You're the
帮凶
accomplice. He's not been in.
帮凶与
The accomplice is
查
also
案
involved in investigations.
也
You
也有
can
关，
be investigated.
不能
Investigations
不能耽误了
can't be
查案。
delayed. Okay. Whatever gets Afu into the property. Sheng, Jingting
大致情况
briefed him on
就是
the
这样。
case, and that's the general situation.
这就是你对案子的评价？
So that's your evaluation of this case?
哪里？
Nope. This is
我
just
只是在感慨自己成为帮凶这件事。
Well,
能让你进来的
it
不
was
错
good，enough that they allowed
赶
you
紧
to
帮我
come
查
in.
现场。
Hurry up and help me investigate.
好嘞，
Okie dokie. Alright, he's so cute. I like Afu. Okay. Rice cakes. Hey Shen, what is this? These rice cakes are a local delicacy. I ate a piece last night. And they were drunk. No, Afu! Why did you pause, Shen? How did you feel after you ate a piece last night? Is he okay? Is Afu okay? I did not feel much. I ate a piece last night and lost consciousness right after. That's fair. Seeing your reaction, this bundle of rice cakes probably is not laced with knockout drugs. Yeah, that's probably a safe version. Yanga. Mr. Official, when can I go? I still have some steamed buns to deliver this morning. Excuse me, who may you be? My name is Yanga. I run errands on the daily, and I was the one who called the officials today. May I ask you about the case? Of course, everyone around knows that I'm warm-hearted, considerate, helpful, friendly. Yeah, it's this guy. It's this guy. 100%. Just tell me about what happened this morning. Master Lo loves rice cakes. Every morning, Master Lo will ask me to deliver a bundle. As I specialize in errand running, my services are 100% impeccable. Everyone around knows. Just tell me about what you saw when you arrived at Lo Pei's courtyard. Usually, Master Lo is already out of bed and exercising in the courtyard, waiting for me. This morning, when I came to deliver the rice cakes as usual, I didn't see Lo Pei anywhere. I thought he probably overslept, so I hollered for him, but there was no response. I saw the gates were open, so I went inside the courtyard and put the rice cakes on the table. Then somebody called out to me. It was Master Lo's nephew, Lo Shiwen. So he went over to knock on the door, but there was still no response at all. Lo Shiwen smelled blood and asked me to call officials. I was so scared, so I ran all the way to the government office and got Officer Ma. Officer Ma and Lo Shiwen opened the door together while I waited outside. But it was just Ma who kicked open the door. You mean to say that you never entered Lo Pei's house? After hearing someone died in there, my legs were scared to death. How could I dare to go inside? I was planning to leave, but a soldier came and blocked the gate, so I got stranded here. I understand now. Thank you. So I love how they designed the chickens. They're so cute. Is there anything else you want to ask about Lo Pei? How much do you know about Lo Pei? Master Lo is a celebrity and I'm just an errand runner. Since Officer Ma is familiar with Master Lo, why don't you go and ask Officer Ma about this? Oh, what do you mean by that? And thank you, Chaotic, for the alert. Welcome on in. I caught sight of Master Lo and Officer Ma meeting in private several times though. Are they close friends with one another? However, there was one time when they got into a fight and Officer Ma even unsheathed his blade. What were they arguing about? I didn't have the guts to eavesdrop. Officer Ma was already fuming. I need to confirm the dispute with Officer Ma. Is there anything else you want to ask about the rice cakes? The rice cakes Lo Pei eats are delivered by you, is that correct? Sure, I deliver them every day. Everyone around knows that I do my job seriously. I passed out after eating a rice cake last night. Apparently, it was laced with knockout drugs. What that? It wasn't me. I didn't do that. Don't be ridiculous. I have nothing against Lo Pei. I never even met you before. Why would I do that? Because he found you stealing from him, and he wanted revenge. Dude. Did the rice cakes you delivered to Lo Pei ever pass through the hands of someone else? Impossible. If something is handed to me, there's no way I'd give it to someone else. But I heard he loves rice cakes. He'd never turn them down. Maybe it was a gift from a reader. You know about anyone who gifted him rice cakes? Not a clue. How about you let me go and ask Mr. Cow? Everyone around knows that I'm... No, thank you. Is there anything else you want to add? Oh, no. There's one more thing I want to ask him. Grudge against Lo Pei. Yanga, I heard that you once had a grudge with Lo Pei. Is that true? No way. How could I ever have a guts to hold a grudge against Master Lo? Lo Pei noticed you stealing his money and you were beaten at the court for it. Am I wrong? That was a misunderstanding. How could that even count as a grudge? I saw silver coins on the floor, so I went to pick them up and return them to him. Sure, that's all in the past. If Mr. Shen hadn't reminded me, I would have forgotten about it entirely. That was only half a month ago. You're forgetting so soon? Yeah, it was 2 months. Not 2 months. 2 weeks ago. Could it be that you felt wronged by Lo Pei and then decided to kill him out of vengeance? That's a wrongful accusation. I don't even have the guts to kill a chicken, let alone a person. When you arrived on the scene this morning, were there any other people around? No one, but Lao Shiwen arrived pretty much right after. I've already told you everything about my morning in detail. Do you need me to repeat myself? No. Is there anything you want to ask? No. Okay, chickens. Look, Shen, there are 2 free-range chickens here. Sure, 2 chickens. Do you think they're involved in this case? I heard that the free-range chickens in this area have delicious meat because they walk so much. So that's a no. That's a no. Yeah, he'll just. Yeah, he'll just. Yeah. Let's push this back. Okay, let's go back inside. What I want Thingy asked me to do actually.
什么人？竟敢
Is
擅
to
自闯进
open
来！
the wardrobe there. It goes that who gave you the nerve to break
张
in?
知县，
Judge
马
Jack
捕头，
Officer Ma, this is Afu.
这位
my
是阿
assistant.
福，是我的
Please
助手
allow。him to assist me.
能让你
We
查案
already
已
made
经
an
是破例
exception
了，
by allowing
就弄
your
来个什么助
investigation.
手？
And now an assistant.
阿福擅长
He
痕迹
is
比对
mechanically
和一些
minded
机
and
关
is
技
skilled
巧，
in comparing
一定
traces.
会对查案
He'll
有
be
帮
a
助。
great help.
嘿嘿，那叫格致学。
That's called science.
马捕头，
Clear doubts,
用人
Officer Ma.
既然已经让沈先生查案了，就按他的
Let
习
him do
惯来。
things his way.
多谢知县大人。
You have my gratitude, Your Honor. If you fail,
就是查不出真相，
official
再加一条
duties to
防
list the crimes. List of crimes? What crimes? Okay. First, I'm getting Afu to break open the wardrobe. Afu, this wardrobe is locked. Do you think you can find a way to open it? No problem. This kind of bolt pin spring lock is a piece of cake. I'll leave it to you then. What you doing touching that wardrobe for, you punk? Shut up, Ma! Gonna be interrupting every single thing we do. Like what? Shut up. And I told you not to mess with the crime scene. Officer Ma, this wardrobe is one of the few remaining blind spots. If this leads to an error in the investigation, surely no one would want to see that outcome. Of course, due diligence is crucial to this case. You better be careful when you're opening that. Don't worry, Mr. Officer, I'm an expert on locks. Click the cylinder to unlock it. Okay, this one. I like this little mini game. I love it. Ha! I did it. Crime scene investigation. Look, Shen, it looks like someone hid inside this wardrobe before. Partition board removed, clothes piled. Enough space for one to hide. Could it be that the murderer once hid inside this wardrobe? There's no rush to jump to conclusions, but let's first examine the scene carefully. But then how would the murderer get out of here? And these are all the clean clothes. They are now piled up on one side. These clothes are compressed. The board couldn't compress clothes alone. Clothes, blah 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 blah. Shen, there's a strip of cloth over here. Could this be a clue? To get out for further examination. Alright? Shen, it's a bunched up strip of cloth. It was probably used as a ribbon to tie up quilts. This ribbon is dirty in the middle. It seems to be smudged with dust. This quilt has traces of binding, so the ribbon most likely was removed from it. Why would someone remove the ribbon from a bundled quilt and stuff it inside the clothes? Indeed, it is quite peculiar. We need to record the situation. That's weird. And about that there. Then what is this black spot? A wood chip. All of the clothes are clean. I guess a piece broke off from the partition board and landed there. Now the colour and texture of the wood chip differs from that of the partition board. Could it be from the... Could someone have like broken the lock, and then replaced it with a different board? Because like when we did the board, there was still like another like 1 or 2 left. So someone could have smashed the one that we put on up, and then picked up the pieces, put it in the wardrobe, right? And then just replaced the lock, replaced the like board that was like keeping the thing shut, keeping the door shut. I'm knowledgeable in wood. Let me take a look. It really is different. Let me smell it as well. Without a doubt, it's not the same material as the partition board. Explain your deduction. Camphor wood wardrobes can repel insects and leave a lasting fragrance on clothes stored within. Camphor, I swear I've heard that before. Oh yeah, because his hair smelled like camphor, didn't it? However, this chip has no fragrance. It's brownish and hard. It seems more like pine wood. Why would a pine wood chip appear in a wardrobe made of camphor wood? Worth noting. We need to keep an eye out for objects made of pine from this in this house made from pine wood in this house. Understood. It's gotta be the thing, right? It's gotta be the what's it called? The partition, right? This seems quite odd. Shen, have you noticed something unusual? Look closely at the bottom of the wardrobe. The left side clothes has collected dust. Yeah, the empty space to the right is unusually clean, as if it had just been wiped. Then it seems like someone cleaned this place. Okay, that's that bit of the investigation completed. Okay. Okay, let's see. I have an idea. Let me see. There's front door. Someone modest front door made of pine wood. Broken latch still hangs on the door, exposing brown lines within. Then peculiar wood chip. Shen, why is this wood chip worth investigating? How is it connected in this case? Isn't it common for something dirty to stick onto clothes? The wood chip appears between two piles of clean clothes. Also, it is made of a different wood. That's the reason why I'm so interested. Its relevance to the case depends on where it came from. Perhaps the wood chip came from this place. Present the door. Shen, this wood chip fell from the door latch. The material and texture is a perfect match with the door latch's fracture. Well done, this may just be the key to unlocking the truth. But, very strange, how could a wood chip from a fracture of the door latch appear in a wardrobe? As the case gradually becomes clearer, the answer will come to light. Okay. Low pay and Officer Mars dispute. Let's have to talk about this one. When I questioned him about the quarrel, Yangtze seemed somewhat flustered. Furthermore, he had a chance to tamper with the rice cakes. Maybe Yangtze did kill him out of revenge. Within the wardrobe. And this ribbon is dirty in the middle. It must have been used in somewhere to leave a smudge. Shen, do you think the murderer took the ribbon to bind you or Lope? That's a reasonable guess, however, there are no rope marks present on both Lope and me. Oh, I see. Then again, this ribbon, I can't help but feel like I've seen it before. Where was it? I remember now, when I arrived last night, I saw cloth strings hanging from the ceiling. I didn't even notice that. Could it be that Lope was strangled to death before he was stabbed? No. Then there would be strangulation marks around the corpse's neck. Did he hide in, like, the roof? In, like, the... Like, you know how in roofs there's, like... You know how in some roofs there's, like, the... Like, wood beams going across and then there's space above the wood beams before, the arch of the roof? Then I would think that, like, oh, maybe someone hid up there without us noticing. Because I'm assuming, like, that bit is going to be, like, really dark. So, yeah. Lope and Mars dispute. Officer Ma has been quite aggressive. It seems he is eager to identify me as the murderer. According to Yangtze, Officer Ma once had a serial dispute with Lope. Could this constitute a reason for murder? I need to confirm this issue with Officer Ma. Okay, let's talk to Ma again then. You're all over this place. You're not messing with the crime scene, are you? Rest assured, Officer Ma, I'm a professional in that aspect. In order to find out the truth, I would like Officer Ma to answer a few of my questions. Go on then, ask away. What's my those dispute with Lope? Officer Ma, I heard that you once had a dispute with Lope. Could you... Your audacity, how dare you suspect me? I mean, he has stab... Wait a minute. He has stab wounds. And Ma's the only one... Oh no, I was gonna say, I was gonna say Ma's the only one with a sword, but we have the knife right here. So never mind, that's the murder weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Obstruction of official duties. According to the new criminal code of the Qing Dynasty, the specific stipulations on the obstruction of official duties are: any person who commits atrocities or coercion when an official is performing their duties shall be sentenced to a set term of imprisonment within the 4th degree, serve detention, or pay a fine of 300 yuan or less. The same applies to those who commit atrocities or coercion or use deception to influence officials to impose or remove certain sanctions or resign. Okay. I've yet to confirm the suspects now. I also believe that Officer Ma has nothing to hide. I bet you heard this rumor from Yangtze, didn't you? Master Lo enjoyed drinking with me and talking about my past cases, you know, for source material. But Master Lo is always listening to me. He rarely talks about himself, so I got to ask him. Only then did I know how hard it was to write stuff and what he has to deal with from his fame. I was drunk and riled up, drawing out my sword to ask the gods why they make let Master Lo suffer. He was born to put all of his talent to writing books. Yaga saw us when he came to deliver something, but I didn't know he would do me dirty like that. Me have a fight with Master Lo? Baloney. Go on then, ask away, no more questions. Okay, that was updated. Officer Matt tried to make light of the situation during our discussion. However, my intuition tells me that his connection with Lope is not as simple as he depicts. Okay, so got the disappearing coat matter. So yeah, there's a mirror. Let me have a look at the desk again to see if Ashley has anything. I investigate this area, but I was not able to find any useful clues. Shall I try to investigate it once more? No. Okay. Bed. Let's see. Let's see what type of books a novelist reads. Huh. This is the good and low. Afu. There's no need to read it out loud. It's table. Let's see. There's a newspaper here that carries the news of Lope publishing his novel. Should look at this photo of the newspaper on this newspaper. The one on the left is Lope and the one on the right is the young lady we saw crying in the bamboo forest last night. I feel like in this one the models, I don't know, they look quite short in this one. According to this, the young lady is Liu Picheng, an editor who helped Lope publish his books. Yeah, okay. Okay, where do I go from here? Scott, how did the murderer leave? Unusualness of the desk. Lope and Officer Mars disputes. Peculiar whoop chair. Disappearing coat. Grudge against Lope and Younger. Ribbon in the wardrobe. Okay, do you have anything else to investigate or...
沈先生，你已经里里外外看了几遍了，要是推不出来，也别
推理。先生，怎么办？
院子里能调查的地方，我们都已经查了。即便真相尚未完全明朗。张大人，我想我们可以聊一聊这个案子。
既然如此，
死者被发现的时候，这个房间处于密闭的状态。
Other than like Younger or maybe like Liu, but Liu is a stretch. I feel like we don't know much about her. She like. Wait a minute, she could deliver the rice cakes, but then how would if she got in and out? Oh no, there's not. The wood beams only go like up, they don't go across. I didn't even realize that. They don't like, go across like I was expecting. So yeah, no one could have hidden like up in the roof like I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know how she would have. I don't know how she would have like escaped. When the deceased was discovered, this room was in a sealed off state.
墙上的窗户不能进出，唯一的出入口是屋门。当屋门被再次打开时，屋内只有我和死者两人。
The sister and I were the only people inside the room.
在这种情况下，
under
所有
these
人，
circumstances,
甚至包
everyone,
括我自
including
己，
myself,
都会本能地认
would
为，
instinctively believe that
凶手就是还在屋内
the
的人。
murderer must be someone who is
我
still within this room, which would be me.
这一来，
Hence, we've all
我们便都忽略
neglected
了
the possibility of a
屋内
third
藏有第
person
三个人。
hiding inside this room.
你倒说说看，
Where enough would I find this
这第
third
三个
person behind it?
当然是衣柜
That
了
would。be the wardrobe.
衣柜里的种种
All
痕
traces
迹都
of the
表明，
wardrobe,
不久
show
前
that
里面藏过
someone
人
was。inside it not long ago.
屋内还藏有一个人。沈先生，
Mr. Shan,
藏身于衣柜之中的人，便是凶手吗？
That's correct. That is
先生是
The
说，
murderer first hid
凶手先躲
inside
在
the
柜子里，
wardrobe and then
在你和罗
after Lopez withdrew,
溜出来杀害罗
sneaked
佩，
out,
再
murdered
嫁祸给你
Lopez,，
对
framed
不对
me？for it, right?
哦，
Oh, is that true?
这就是
Was this
似
the truth
乎
behind this incident?
与记忆
Is it
中的
completely
情
new
景。
scenario when- Oh no, you're dilly-dallying and
小
poke.
子，
I went out lies.
昨晚我到的时候
When I，first arrived last night, the wardrobe
这个
was
柜
already
子
locked from the outside.
如果藏在里
If
面的
the
人是
person
凶
was
手
the，murderer, he would not have been able to get out by himself. Oh yeah. You're quite
你
protective, I'll give you that.
不过
However, the
这
arrangement
个
within
柜
the
子内的
wardrobe
布
is
局
indeed
确
puzzling.，
如果藏身其中的不是凶手，
Could it, who could it have been?
昨晚到达罗佩
Last
家
night I
后
was，the one who latched
是
the
我自
door.
理论上在那以后，
Theoretically,
就
it's
不太
highly
可能再
unlikely
有
for
外人
anyone to
进入现场。
enter the scene after that.
床下堆满了
There were
书，
books piled under the bed
衣
and
柜
the
上了锁，
wardrobe was locked. Nothing has changed.
而且有进气藏
Evidence
人的
points
痕
to
迹。
someone in the wardrobe, the
那也
only
是
place to hide.
血迹分析表
The
明，
bloodstains prove a third
案发
person.
时除了我
The
和罗
actual
佩，
murderer was present
还
at
有
the
第
time
三
of the
人。
crime.
如果昨晚
If the
藏于
person
柜
in
子
the
中的人
wardrobe
不
was
是凶
not the
手，
murderer, then it could only be this person.
那就只可能是这个人了。
Identified. The person who was not the murderer. It can only be. Ah. Wait a minute. Let me look at this. Was present at the time of the crime. The person in the wardrobe was not the murderer. It could only be this person. Identify. Yangtze, no she when. So it's between these two.
藏在柜子
The
里的
person
人
hiding inside the wardrobe
就是杨二。
was Yangtze.
他为什么要藏在柜子
What did
里？
he hide inside the wardrobe? Oh no, he was outside.
自然
Wait,
是
he
想
was outside.
伺机杀掉罗
Actually,
佩
he。wanted to wait for a chance to kill Lopez.
本捕可不
But
觉得
between Yangtze and
杨二与
Barcelona,
罗
I
翁
don't
有
think
仇
so. Go ahead, tell me.
这个
Well, give me a moment.
先生，
Did you make a mistake? No, I did not.
这是推理过程
This is
中
one
的
of my
假设之一。
analysis in the deduction
沈先生，
process. Mr. Shan, please consider your
请在
answer
考虑清楚
carefully
后
before responding to my question.
再胡言乱
Put
语
your，blubber out. I'll shove
本
it
捕
in
就
my
用
brain of your head.
容我，
Allow me to reconsider.
如果昨晚
But
藏
the
于柜子
wardrobe
中
was
的
not
人
the
不是
murderer,
凶
then it
手，
could only be this person, someone who's already here. No, she went, but he was outside. Does it? What's that like? Would it be Lopez? But he was unconscious, so like it couldn't have been him. Could it be Ma or she went? Hint, please. Put space to view the answer. What do you mean? Besides, let's indicate that besides King and Lopez, the actual murder was also present at the scene. By process of elimination, we could deduce who was hiding inside the wardrobe. Wait, let me look at my bloodstains also indicate who's inside the thing. I have no idea. I have no idea, and he's not giving me the hint. I'm confused why he's not giving me the answer. Best ever to insane. Hey.
藏在柜子里的人。
胡说！对呀，先生，罗世文为什么要藏？
这个，容我再想想。
It was warm earlier. It was so warm earlier. To be fair, it's fine now. It's not too warm now, but yeah, I have my fan on at the moment. So, yeah. Like I say, I'm hoping you're keeping like cool as well. It's been so warm this past month.
沈先生，
如果昨晚藏于柜子中的，
大人，这个人信口开河，依我看，还是先带回衙门。
沈先生，本官对你已经相当宽容，但你所说的内容毫无逻辑。
But yeah, our penalty bar is not there anymore. It was Ma. I've been quite lenient with you. Yeah, everything you say has been utterly illogical.
只好按规章把你压下去。
Xi Jinping underwent severe torture in the court and spent the rest of his life in. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? We still had some things left. What do you mean?
如果昨晚藏于柜子中的人不是。
Okay. Wait, who could it have been then? Because I thought like it wasn't me. Indicates that besides Shen, Jinping, and Lope, wasn't us. Wasn't Lope, wasn't Jinping. Right, wasn't Shen. The actual murderer was also present at the scene by process of elimination we can deduce who's at the wardrobe. Not us. It's not Younger. It's not Xinwei. It's not Ma. It's not Lope. It's not Afu. Let's see, do it again.
大人，
Yeah, that just wipes it out. That just wipes it out. Okay. That just wipes it out. Who could have been there? Identify. Let me see. If the person was in the murderer if the person in the wardrobe was not the murderer, then it could only have been this person. Let me see. Last night I was the one who latched the door. Theoretically, it is highly unlikely for anyone to enter the scene. After that, there were books piled under the bed and the wardrobe was locked and nothing has changed. Evidence points to someone in the wardrobe, the only place to hide. The bloodstains prove the third person, the actual murderer. The murderer was present at the scene of the crime. If the person in the wardrobe was not the murderer, then it could have only been this person. Who? I've only done the most likely options. Is it the judge? It's not going to be the judge, right?
张知县。
Jack, I meant to say that I will now begin to answer the question. Keep in mind that you are still suspect in this case, so please think before you speak. Of course.
刚才真是我侦探生涯的。如果昨晚藏于。
Attention. Get outside.
兵丁。
So you mean the one standing guard outside Chen?
不，先生的意思是，大镇曾经见到过那个藏在柜子里的人，对吧？
Right, Shen? Yes, that is correct. What's going on? Could it be that knockout shock are still in effect? That does not seem plausible. However, who could be that person? Who could that person be?
如果昨晚藏。
What do you mean? Who could that person be? Who said every person except for us? I'm losing my mind.
如果柜子藏的，那就只能是罗佩。
It must have been Lope.
一派胡言！罗翁为什么要躲进自己家的衣柜里？躲猫猫吗？
Wait a minute. I thought we were talking about the actual murderer, not the person who hid inside the wardrobe. What am I saying? Is he playing hide and seek? That's the only possibility left.
谢洛克曾说过，当你排除掉一切不可能之后。
Wait a minute. Let me look at the thing. Let me look at the. If the person inside the wardrobe was not the murderer, then it could only be this person. Right. That, in my mind, that means if the person inside the wardrobe was not the murderer, then who could be the murderer? Right, not If the person in the wardrobe then was not the murderer, then who could be the person in the wardrobe? That's where I got confused. That's where I got confused. I thought we were talking about the actual murderer.
剩下的即使再离奇，也是事实真相。
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
沈先生
Mr. Shen, what is the
罗佩
reason for
藏
Lao
进
Pei to
柜
hide
子
inside
中
the
的理
wardrobe?
由是？
It was not his own will.
不，
No, he did not hide
他
inside
不
the
是自己
wardrobe
躲
of
进
his
柜
own
子，
will.
而是被人
He
藏
was
进去
hid
的。
inside by someone else.
先生，
If the
如
person
果昨
hid
晚
inside
藏
the
在柜子
wardrobe
里的人
last
是
night
罗
was
佩，
Lopei,
那你现
then
在
who did you mean?
是啊，
Indeed, didn't
你
you
不是
just say
刚
you
刚
only
还
saw
说
Lopei
挂
in the
上
room when
门
you
栓
pulled？the door latch?
我想，
I believe the person
昨天
I
晚
saw
上
in
我
this
在这
room
间
last
屋
night
子
was
里
not
见到的
Lopei, but
并不是
she
罗
went. She went.
而是凶手。
But the actual murderer. So she
我昨
went.
晚到达罗佩
When
家
I
时
arrived，at Lopei's house
屋
last
内灯火
night,
尚
the
明，
candle inside was still lit.
但我敲了很
But
久
I
的
knocked on the
门，才
door
有
for
人回
quite
应。
some time before someone responded.
在开门之前，
Before opening the door,
对
they
方还
even
特地确
specifically
认
tried to
我们是否
confirm
见过面。
if we had ever met before.
既然你
Yeah,
昨
that was
夜
weird.
见到
That
的
was weird.
不是罗
If the
佩
person you
本
met was
人，
not Lopei, how couldn't you
早上
recognize
见
the
到
cops this morning?
昨夜见面时，
Last night he wore a
还压
hat,
低帽檐，
mustache,
戴假胡子，
had his
又有意
back
背对
towards
着
me
我。
and the lights were dim.
而那时，
By then, the real
真正的
Lopei
罗
had
佩
eaten the drugged rice
应该
cake
已经吃下
and
带
was
蒙汗药
moved
的糕
inside
点
the。wardrobe.
你刚说的这个
We
嘛，
ate one.
倒确实能
What are you on about? There was still like there was like
解
three
释
left
房
when
间
we
里
ate
存
one.
在第三
When
个
you had
人。
just what you just said does explain the presence of a third person
马
within the
捕
room.
头，
Officer Ma, what do you reckon? These are
都
all
是
just
些猜测吧。
speculations.
你可有
You've
证
got
据
any
能证
evidence
明
that proves
藏在
the
柜
person
子里的
who
人
hid
就是
inside the
罗翁？
wardrobe was Master Lo? What do we have? Like the missing coat? This, the ribbon?
你是说
Anything that this could
这
prove that
一
Lopei
项
was
证据
inside the wardrobe last
本
night?
官怎么
Why is
看
it
不
that I
出来？
can't tell?
这个，
Well, give me a moment.
我记得柜子是樟木制成的，有香味。
Oh yeah, the pine wood, yeah. I recall the wardrobe is made of camphor wood, which has a strong scent.
我应该能出示
I should be able to
更
provide
确凿的证
evidence
据。
that is more concrete. Okay,
你
let's
可
see.
有证据
Is there
能
any
证明
evidence that- yeah,
藏在
the
柜
pine
子
wood,
里
the pine wood.
你是
Are you
说
saying that this can
这
prove
项
that
证
Lopei was
据
inside the
能
wardrobe
证
last night?
本
Why
官
is
怎
it
么
that I
看不
can't
出来？
tell? What do you mean? What do you mean?
我记得柜子
What do you mean? Strong
我应
scent.
该能出示
What do you mean?
你可有证据能证明
What do you mean? The autopsy report? Is that it? Is that it? The autopsy
这是先生
report?
对尸体
This is
进
the
行初步
autopsy
调查的
report
结果
from our
它
initial
能说明很多
investigation.
问题。
My initial investigations, you weren't here. It'll answer a lot of questions. Yeah, you weren't
首先
even here when we did the autopsy report. So
罗佩的
shush,
头发
Ashley.
上
Shush.
能闻到轻微的
Ashley,
樟
shush.
木香味，
Lopez has smelled of
这能证明
camphor
他在
wood
衣柜里
confirming he
待
hid inside the wardrobe.
此话怎
How is
讲
that？so?
这个柜子
The camphor
是樟木
wardrobe
所
repels
制，
insects and
有
leaves
香味，
a
可
lasting
驱虫。
fragrance on clothes on Vin.
罗佩的衣服
Even
染
if
香，
Lopez
头发
clothes
却不该
had
染
the scent,
香。
his hair should not unless
罗佩在衣柜
Lopez
里
was
待
inside
过，
the wardrobe and
并
his
且他
head
的
was
头
against
是
the
一直贴着
partition
柜
board
板的。
the
你不要
entire
忘了
time. Don't you
罗
forget
翁
Master
平时
Lo
是戴
usually
帽
wears a hat.
那也可能是帽
That
子上
could
的
have
香
just been
味
the。scent from his hat.
不，
This has no scent.
这顶
Clothes
帽子
and
上
hats
没有
won't
香
fit
味。
and they don't go in the wardrobe. Mr. Shen's
沈
deduction
先
is
生的
indeed
分析，
reasonable.
本官很
What
想
else have
知
you
道，
found under the
在
deceased?
大人请看，
Look here. White
死者
gluttonous
领口有
rice
一些
powder
白
on
色
the
的糯
collar
米
of the
粉，
deceased
那是
rice
炒，
cake crumbs.
说明他和我一样
This shows that
吃
like
下了带
I
有蒙汗
like
药的炒糕。
I had, the deceased ate rice cakes that were laced with knockout drugs.
死者被人
He
连
was
刺
stabbed
3刀而
three
亡，
times, yet the
身上却
absence
没有
of
抵抗伤
defense would also
也侧面
prove
证实了
this-
这一点。
also proves this point.
死者贴着假胡
He
子
wore a loose
却有
fake
些不牢，
mustache, likely removed and reattached.
这些细节
All the details
都
are
印证了
about
我
able
刚
to
刚的推
confirm
论
my。deduction.
昨天晚上
The Lopez
我
that
见
was
到的
last
罗
night
佩
was actually impersonated
是
by
凶
the
手。
murderer.
什么人胆敢
What
假
kind of
扮成罗
person
翁？
would dress up as Master Lo?
沈先生这番分析有一
Mr.
定
Shen's
道理。
deduction does hold some truth.
不过，
However, up until
直到
Officer
马
Mark
捕
broke
头
down the
破
door, the
门而
room was
入，
locked from the inside.
对呀、
Yeah, how could the murderer
凶
walk
手
out
是
of
怎么
that
做到
room
在
when it
反
was
锁
locked
门
from
栓的情
inside
况？
her?
大门是唯
The
一的
front
出
doors
口
are，the only exit,
而门
and
栓
the
只能
door
从
latch
屋内
can
插上。
only be
二位请看，这便是破解门栓之谜的关键证据。
这是
This is a wood chip.
对，
That is correct.
关键就在这颗木茶上。
lies within this wood chip.
这我就不懂
I
了。
don't get it.
拆柜板的时候掉落一些木茶在柜子里，不是挺正常的？
不，
No, it
这不正。
is abnormal.
首先，
abnormal.
木茶并不是落在柜板上，而是出现在一堆洗净的衣服中间。更重要的是，柜子内的板材是防腐的樟木，而这颗木茶，阿福仔细比较过它的材质和纹理，反而跟门栓断裂处是一致的。换句话说，这是门栓断裂时崩出的木茶。在马捕头破门而入时，衣柜明明上着锁，刚刚才被阿福打开，这是极不正常的。
这可奇怪了，为什么木茶会出现在衣柜里？
是什么理由导致木茶出现在衣柜里？现在还没法完全推断。不过，这个问题在现阶段并不重要的是，木茶进入衣柜的时间，以及这个时间所。
沈先生，不要卖关子了，快告诉本官，他揭示了什么？
很简单，木茶会出现在衣柜中，说明它从门栓上崩裂的时间。也就是说，门栓断的时候，衣柜的门还开着。
先生，我们所知的最近的衣柜门还开着的时间，应该是在你醒来之前吧？
没错。
这不就说明在马捕头踹开门之前，
屋门上的门栓就已经断了。换句话说，这根本不是什么密室。
This guy, she went. He's the murderer. He's a true murderer. I know it. I know it's in my blood. I know it's in my veins. I know we kind of like had a bit of a red herring with Yangtze earlier, but Xinhua, definitely.
不愧是先生啊！
我说呢，那个门怎么一脚就踹开了？当时还
凡有接触，必留痕迹。凶手自以为杀人嫁祸计划天衣无缝，却是百密一疏，将木茶落在了衣柜之中。而这颗小小的木茶，不仅暴露了他的诡计，更让我顺藤摸瓜，推出了他的真实身份。杀死罗佩的凶手就是。
She went, surely. Okay, chicken. We can say the black chicken. But we're going with she went. She went.
本案的凶手正是你。
你胡说！我怎么可能杀死谢老爷？你得为我做主啊！这个嘛，沈先生，
我们刚分析过，门栓不是在撞门时被弄断的，而屋子呈现的所谓密闭状态，不过是凶手制造的假象。在整个过程中，他看似是在敲门，实则是确保，直到马捕头出现并上前踹门，凶手在马捕头踹门的瞬间松手，这样就能先入为主，让大家相信屋门已反锁，进而误判正义。你们都被他的演技欺骗了。
好啊，你这白眼狼！
这不是我。
罗世文，我必须告诉你，你的手法只是因为他有一个软肋，足以致命。
是什么软肋？
整个诡计想要成功，你必须保证屋门。我据此反推便能确定，罗世文，你就是凶。
你胡说！罗世文，事到如今，他血口喷人，人心险恶，恶意重伤，伤天害理。我也必须要说点什么。沈先生，你编了一个故事，又讲了一堆歪理，
可是，
Did you really see it happen?
你看见它发生了吗？
Why should we believe your words?
依我看，
In my opinion,
你才是欺骗大家的那个人。
Everyone.
你的这些说法
Then what
又有
evidence
什
do
么
you
凭
have
据
to say that?
一个很简单的道理，我根本没有动机做这些事。
他找得很准，留给我的调查时间太短了，我还没。
罗佩是我的亲叔叔呀，我怎么会想杀他呢？更关键的问题在于，你我之间，咱俩这是第一次见面吧？
没错，此前你我素不相识。
既然素不相识，我何苦要通过杀害亲叔叔来陷害？既然素不相识，我当然不可能知道你昨天晚上会来访。
我撞破你行凶，怕是个巧合。
巧合？你不是说一切都是我设计好的诡计吗？
沈先生，你们真的素不相？
的确如此。
既然你俩不认识，罗世文确实没道理陷害你。
先生，情况对我们好像不太妙。
沈先生，你是不？
不会的，我先生的推理从来没有错过。
推理？那只是你们的一面之词吧？证据呢？你们有吗？仅凭那棵木茬吗？
这个嘛，罗氏，沈先生，有进一步的证据能证明你的。如果没有证据的话，你确实无法告发罗氏。
早就听说自诩侦探的人中也有不少无耻之徒，今日算是遇到一个。
沈先生，没证据。
目前还没有。
那就只能把你们都抓回去，大刑伺候。
可恶！都推理到这一步了，还是要被他逃掉吗？
先生，你再努力想想，是不是还漏掉了什么线索？你不是说过吗？你对你的记忆宫殿很有自信。能告发罗世文的证据，一定还存在于这个房间之中。
凡有接触，必留痕迹。证据不是不存在，以本物之象，及本事之象。桌上到底缺少了什么东西呢
？Calligraphy brush holder. That's the calligraphy brush on here. Porcelain inkwell. Gonna do a little cheeky save. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little cheeky save there. We've got one thing left. Porcelain inkwell. Porcelain inkwell is that handwritten manuscript.
书桌上缺少的东西是罗佩的手笔，砚台上的素墨还没有完全凝结，毛笔上的墨也未干，说明昨晚有人在书桌前写过东西，可能是罗佩，也可能是假扮成罗佩的罗世文。不管是谁，现场都应该留下手写的书稿。那些书稿是什么时候被？这件事我应该有印象。调查这张书桌的时候，总有一种微妙的异样感，那将是潜藏在我记忆中的关键线索。想起来了，初次醒时，我曾见到过桌上摆着书稿，这是调查，说明书稿是我醒来之后被拿走的。
after I awoke.
有人在调查过程中
Someone concealed this clue
藏匿了
during
线索，
investigations.
是谁？
Who was it? How did
为
do
什么要这么
this?
做？可能性最大的
Most likely
当然是
person
凶
would
手
be the murderer. However, there's still other
不过
possibilities. Other
其他的
possibilities?
可能，其他的可能性出现的概率有多高？
Other possibilities.
非常低。
Very low. Aside from the murderer, no
现场
one
除
else
凶
on
手
the
之
scene
外
had the motive to conceal clues.
我们对这些低概率事
How do
件
we
的
treat
态
these
度
low
是
probability events?
暂不列入
We
假设。
temporarily exclude them from our hypothesis.
我现在很忙，
Hypotheses.
你可以
I'm
走
really
开吗？
busy right now. Could you go away?
我在帮你梳理
And
案
help
情
you
呢
sort。out your case.
大侦探，
Welcome back from the actor, by the way. I have no idea what's going on. This is like, I don't know, like I represent that other guy, that other like Shen was like. I'm gonna assume it's like a representation of Shen's like doubts and stuff. But I'm not sure. Just a second. Yeah, that could be like Shen's doubts, I assume, and Shen's just like, hey no, fuck off. Like, I don't want you, like, leave me alone for a second.
假设凶手在
Assuming
调
the
查过
murderer
程
hid
中
the manuscripts, this
藏匿了书
manuscript
稿
must be very important to them.
书稿里
What could be written in the
到底写了什
manuscript?
么？作案动机、
Their motive,
关键证
key
据，
evidence, last words,
死
or
亡遗
was
言
the manuscript itself valuable?
可能性太多了。
There are too many possibilities.
你更应该
This
问
is
的
the
问
question
题
you're
是：
supposed to be asking.
为什么白天
Why
冒
would
着风
something
险
you
也要拿
risk
走的东西
taken away，
当天
in
晚
broad
上却没有
daylight
拿走？
be left behind that night? Why would something he risked would he risk taken away in broad daylight be left behind that night? Let's see if it after the crime it was altered. Hit after the crime.
难道书稿
Could it be that the
是在凶手离开现场后才出现的？
left the scene?
不对，
No, Lope was dead. I was unconscious.
当时屋内的
The
两个人
manuscript could not have
罗
appeared
佩死了
into。thin air.
不要总是把问题
Don't
复杂
complicate
化
the，problem.
真相往往是简单且符合直觉的。为什么白天冒着风险也要拿走的东西，当天晚上却没有拿走？
If we got it at the scene.
虽然有些难以置信，
It sounds unbelievable. The murderer
但似乎
forgot
凶手在
something
离
when
开现
they
场时，
left the scene.
再次进入现场
Upon
后，
returning, he recognized the
他意
manuscript's
识到
importance and took the risk
书
of
稿
keeping
可能
it.
会成为对自己不利的。本案是
This
迅猛杀
had to
人，
be a premeditated
轨迹是
murder
事先计划
planned in
好的，
advance to be able to achieve
否则
such
无法做到如此
coherency.
坏。凶手又是
The
个心思
murderer
缜
is a
密的人，
very meticulous person.
现
They
场也
also
是经他处理过的。
reorganized the crime scene.
什么样的
What
事？
kind of thing could they have forgotten?
真的每
They
件事
sure
情都
that
在凶手
everything
的
went
计划
according
之
to the
中？
murderer's plan.
是的，
That's right.
有件事
There was one thing
凶手
that the
确实无
murderer
法计
could
划
not。have planned.
凶手计划
Was
之
not
外
part
的
of the
事
murderer's
情是，
plan. Us, our arrival. Because if it's
连
Xu
罗
Wen,
世文
right?
自己都说，
He didn't know us. He didn't know we were coming. So like he couldn't have known. Yeah, he couldn't
他
have
不
known
可
we
能
were
事先知道
coming.
我会来访。
So yeah, so like obviously he hadn't planned like for another person to be there. So he had to like try and pin it on us last minute. Even though Xu Wen himself said that he could not possibly have known of my
但
arrival.
不管他是怎么
However,
说的，
he actually designed a locked
他
room
事实上
to
设
frame
计
me
了
for
一个
his
密室，
crime.
我成为这个
The
杀
most
人计划的一部
unreasonable
分。
part of all this is that I
这本身就是
became a
最
part
不
of
合
his
理的
murder
地方
plan.。
那如
What
果
if you hadn't
你
appeared
没
then?
有出现呢？
They would have another plan. I like this little
显然
sequence.
凶手还有
Evidently,
另
the
一个杀
murderer
人
had
计
another
划，
murder plan,
也是
which
他
was
原本的
his
方案。
original plan.
凶手没料到我会
Murderer's
中途
plan
到
was
访，
followed by my
并
surprise
坚持要
visit
见罗
and
佩。
insistence on meeting Lope.
得知我与罗佩素未
Realizing
谋
I
面
had
后，
never met Lope,
他临时改变计
he
划，
like improvised
假扮罗佩引我进屋，
posed as him to
想
frame
让
me.
我当替。那么凶手
So,
原本的
what
计
was
划
the
是？
murderer's original plan? I assume falsify Lope's suicide. Yeah.
如果我没有出现，
If I had not appeared, there
这
would
间
not
密
have
室中
been,
就只剩下了
there
罗
would
佩的
not
尸
have
体
been。only Lopez's corpse.
很显然，
Evidently, the
凶手
murderer's
原本的
original
计划
plan was to
是让
make
罗佩在
Lopez
密室中
kill
杀死
himself
自
in
己
the。locked room.
若原计划是
The
伪
original
造
plan
自
was to
杀，
falsify a
消失的
suicide.
书稿中就
What
有
could be
可能
hidden
藏
within the
有。
manuscript? Suicide note.
我知道了，
It's clear to me
现
now
场
there must
必
be
然
a
会有一
suicide
份
note
遗书。
left on the scene.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen,
再磨磨蹭蹭赖着不走，
I'm gonna have to resort
本捕
to
可就要
violence.
动粗了。
且慢，
Hold on.
张知县，
Judge
马捕
Chang,
头，
Officer Ma, I'm now
我已经
aware
知
of
晓
all the
凶手的
murderer's
全部轨迹。
schemes.
我
I,
沈仲平
promise to uncover
定
the
然
truth.
还你们一个真相。
大人，
Judge
不必
Chang,
再听他妖
there's
言
no
惑
need to
众。
listen to his fabrications any longer.
看你如
Seeing
此
how
在
much of
意
this，bothers you,
本
I actually would
官
like to give Mr.
反
Shen
倒
another
想
chance.
再给沈先生
Mr. Shen, although I
请
don't
说吧。
believe you're at the end of your rope,
虽
you
然
may
本
begin.
我与罗世文
No,
素
she
不相
went,
识，
and I are complete
却能
strangers,
成为他
yet
密
I
室
feel
杀人
we
轨
should
迹中的
part
核
this
心
deed.
一环。
Because
罗世文临时改变了计划，
though she went improvised his plan,
而他原本的
his
计划
original plan was to falsify
是伪
Lopez's suicide.
原计划
Falsify
是
suicide?
伪造
Mr.
自
Shen, do
杀
you have
吗？
any evidence?
根据我的
I
推理，
believe the murderer accidentally left a
凶手在
forged
离开现
suicide
场
note
时
here when he
不
fled
慎
the
间
scene.
哦，
Oh, there was
还
such
有
a thing.
这种事？
沈先生，
Mr. Shen,
都到这个时候
is，that what he's holding in his
还
hand?
在
That's
信口
the
雌黄。
thing that he's just been holding all this time. How could you be so full of yourself at a time like this?
你要是有什
If
么
you
遗
found a
书，
suicide note,
就拿
take
出
it
来
out
给
for
大家
everyone
看
to
啊。
see then. How
若
about you
伪
take it
造
out?
遗书以示为真
You，put it there, haven't
本
you?
捕立马
If
将
you
罗
really
世文
did
拿下
forge。some kind of suicide note, I'm a cuff low, she went in an instant.
马捕头，我能问你一个问题吗？
Officer Ma, may I ask you a question?
你说吧。
Go on then.
我初醒
When
来
I
时，
first awoke, I
曾见到
remember
书
seeing a
桌上
piece of
铺着
paper
一
on
张
the
纸，
desk. Did you see it?
你这一说
Now，that you mention it,
好
I
像
think
还真
there
是。
was.
不过
But then again, I don't
又好
remember
像
that
记不太清
clearly
了。
either.
马捕头曾反
Officer
复强
Ma,
调，
you have repeatedly
绝不
stressed
允许
that
任何
no
人
one
破
is
坏
allowed
现
to
场。
tamper with the crime scene.
然而在调查
However,
时，
during investigations,
凶手就是在您的
the
眼皮
murderer
子底
secretly
下
placed them under your nose.
偷偷将遗书。我们一起再搜
Let
查
us
一次房
search the
间，
room again and find
只
the
要找
suicide note.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, I
我劝
advise
你
you to
不要
stop
再拖
stalling
延
for
时
time.
你编
Your
故事的
ability
能
to
力
make up stories
真是
is
比我们
even
这些
better
写
than
小
the
说的
novelist.
都要强。
He's holding it. He's
沈
holding
先
it.
生，
Mr. Shen, I've
今
already had a
日
handful of deductions
本
today.
你的分析虽
Although
然
the
听着
deductions
都
sound
挺有
quite
道理，
reasonable, after
但
all, they
毕
are just
竟
one-sided
只是你
statements.
的一。本官断
I need
案
to see solid
还
evidence
是
to
需
settle
要
this
看
case.
到。
张大人
Judge
明
Chang
察
is
秋毫，
so perspicacious? Perspicacious? What does that mean?
你既然主张屋内有伪造的遗书，你就有义务找到它。
Having a ready insight into and understanding of things. Okay. Since you claim that there is a suicide note, you have the obligation to find it.
本官再
I'll
给你
give you
最
one
后
last
一
chance
次
to
机
point
会
out
指出，
where exactly that suicide note you
你
speak
说的
of is.
谢老爷，
Judge Chang,
其
there's
实
not
一
big
次机
difference
会
between
和
one
两
chance
次
or
机会的
two
差别也不
chances.
大，
Haha.
不如
在最后
Give me
给一
one
次
last
机
chance.
会。
This is where Mr. Shen
这是
says
沈
himself
先
just
生
now.
刚。
感谢张知
I'm
县成全
grateful,，Judge Chang.
一次机会
One chance is
够
more
了。
than enough.
根本
No
就没有
such
这样的证
evidence
据
like
存
that
在
at。all.
那么
So, Mr.
就
Shen,
请
please
沈
point
先
it
生
out.
指。
先生，
Shen,
咱们只有
we
一
have
次
one
机
last
会
chance.
这可怎么
What are
办？
we gonna do?
到了这个时候，
At times like this, there's no choice but
必
to
须
take
赌
the
一把
gamble.
了。
Could be his handwriting. Confirm.
遗书
The suicide note is hidden right there.
是，
Where?
当然是藏在你
Evidently,
身上。
it's hidden on your person.
你
You
胡说！
lie.
我和马捕头曾分别搜索过屋子内外，
Inside and outside this
没发现
house,
可疑的纸
but
张。
no note was found.
那封伪造的
The
遗
only
书
possibility is that the forged
只可
suicide
能还
note
藏在你
is
的
on
身
your
上。
person.
张大人，
Judge Chang,
沈仲平这是想在没有明确证据的情况下撕我的身吗？我可是癸卯年的秀才，见官不
Guy
跪。
Mao, yeah? I don't kneel before officials.
这个嘛，
Well,
如果要我说的更清楚一些，
This is the exact location. Right there. Confirm.
那种东西
How could that possibly
怎么可能藏在
on me?
看你的表情，
Manuscript missing.
桌上遗失的书
The
稿
book that you have recorded
就是你手上一直握着的那卷书吧？
this
伪造的遗书
entire time.
一定也藏在里
Possibly
面。
hidden within it. No, that's not. I don't read what this fact is here. A scholar who has passed the country level imperial examination is known as a cultivated talent. Compared to the general public, they had certain privileges. Cultivated talents were able to write a letter of request when they needed to report something to the local authorities, whilst the general public could only write a petition. And thank you for the rates. Thank you. Hello. Welcome on in. Currently, we are playing the demo for the murders on Yangtze River. But hello. How you guys doing? Welcome on in. If you guys don't know me, hi. My name is Poppy Nutella. I play a lot of like cozy games and like horror games. I also play investigation games. I played Ace Attorney. I played a lot of Ace Attorney. Hello, Swanky. Yeah, I played a lot of Ace Attorney. I love investigation games. And this past like few streams, I've been playing a lot of investigation demos. So yeah, I also play games such as Stardew and Minecraft and the Rusty Lake games. So yeah, we all good. Yeah, it's just a bit warm, but other than that, it's all right. We're doing pretty good. So yeah, how was your stream? What were you guys up to? What were you up to? Let me take a bit of a drink. Yeah, it is just a little toasty. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, what were you playing? What? Beat Demon's Souls with dice rolls. Let's go. My fellow goes happy Jappy. Yeah, that's a great stream. That's a great stream. We love that. Congratulations on hitting your follower goal. Yeah, we love that. Yeah, congrats guys. You should all go follow Spanky. He's great. He does a lot of the like challenge runs. I know. There's a clap, yeah. But he does a lot of like the like challenge runs with like dice rolls and stuff. So yeah, you guys should go follow him and stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we're playing the. Oh, can my game catcher? Thank you. We're playing the demo for thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, we're playing the demo for the murders on Yangtze River. Stay wet. Real. Okay, yeah, I need to. Yeah, we're playing the demo for the murders on Yangtze River. This is a long ass demo. It's 4 hours. Apparently, according to the Steam reviews, it's like the first 2 like cases of this game, so I'm only going to play the first one in this stream, and we're trying to prove that this guy Shi Wen is the actual murderer who killed Pei, who killed his cousin Lo Pei, and he just mentioned we're going over our little we're going over this because he mentioned he was like a cultivated, like he was a student, and he said he was like this cultivated talent. So we're just reading over this little fact before we actually finish off this little bit of the case. So yeah. Privileges of cultivated talents. A scholar who has passed the county, I misread that as county. No, I misread that as country. Passed the county level imperial examination is known as a cultivated talent. Compared to the general public, they had certain privileges. Cultivated talents were able to write a letter of request when they need to report something to the local authorities, whilst the general public could only write a petition. And also, when facing a magistrate, cultivated talents folded their hands in front and bowed as a courtesy instead of kneeling. Local authorities were not allowed to punish them at will. 3. The general public could not address cultivated talents by their names and had to greet them as my lord. The front door of a cultivated talent's house was 3 inches taller than others. Number 4. Cultivated talents were exempted from partial taxes as well as statute labour. Look, he's committed a crime, so we can arrest him surely. No, that's not
马捕头，把那本书收缴上来。
罗
世文，你给我站好了，别动！把手中的书交给本捕。
你别过来！
小子，不许直说！
住手啊！
大人，你看，这里面还真夹着一张纸。
But originally, what we suspect might be happening is that Shi Wen was originally intended to frame Pei's like murder as a suicide, but what Shi Wei didn't expect to happen was us arriving. And hi Ken, welcome on in. How you doing? But what like Shi Wei didn't expect to happen was we play as Shen, by the way. He didn't expect Shen's arrival. So like Shi Wei tried to frame it as if like Shen like murdered Pei when we didn't. So yeah. Look, Shi Wei, stay where you are. Don't you dare move. Hand over the book. Don't come near me. You punk, stop eating the books. Stop that. Lord, look. There's actually a piece of paper folded in here.
我曾与死亡签契，静候他的到来。烦请侄儿日文处理我身后之事，一切从简即可。沈先生料事如神，还真是一张遗书。
罗世文，这忘恩负义的小兔崽！国翁对你也算关爱有加，你怎么对得起他？我今天非要拿你这小子的脑瓜子磨掉！
你胡说，是他对不起我。
罗世文，这么说你是承认自己杀害罗佩了？
污蔑！不是我。
罗世文，无论你和罗佩之间有何恩怨，都不该动杀人之心，更不该构陷无辜。
Why the fuck did you frame us? Thank you for the lurk, Spanky.
沈先生，不知能否为本官梳理一下整个案子的来龙？
禀正大人，罗世文最开始的计划其实是迷晕罗佩，然后利用门栓诡计，制造他在密闭的房间内上吊自杀的假象。不料，在他行凶的过程中，我突然到访，并坚持要见罗佩。
因此，他不得不改变计划，把先生嫁祸成凶手。
在我晕倒后，罗世文从柜子中将昏睡的罗佩抬出并杀害，然后按原计划弄断门栓，伪造密室，却不知天网恢恢，疏而不漏。在现实中杀人，跟在小说中想象作案，又岂是一样的？死者胸口被刺后流了很多血，完成布置所花费的时间也比他预计的要长。他忙中出乱，留下了许多漏洞。
We are watching Nora the Curse. Oh, I've never heard of that one actually. What's it about?
漏洞？
Loopholes? What loopholes?
在弄断门栓
When he
时，
broke a door latch, he
他
did
没
not
注意到
notice
绷
the
进袖口
widget
的木
that
茬，
flew into his sleeve.
他没有时间还原布
He
袋
had
整
no
理衣
time to
柜，
reorganize the wardrobe
只能
and
将那
simply
卷布
stuff
袋塞
the
入其中，
ribbon into the clothes
再将衣
pile.
柜反锁。
It's a found footage horror movie. Ooh. I know a lot of found footage can be a bit like. I know a lot of like found footage can be a bit like hit or miss, but like I feel like if I got into horror I feel like if I watched like a lot more horror movies, I've watched like quite a few to be fair. But if I like properly got into horror movies, I feel like a found footage horror would probably be like one of my more favorite genres, along with like psychological horror, because I'm a big fan of psychological horror games. So surely about this Japanese journalist who investigates a curse. Ooh, I feel like a lot of like fan footage like movies are very like investigating a curse, investigating like Blair Witch, but yeah, it missed financially for those that developed it to 2005, but it's hit for people who watch it. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing it's like a bit of a hidden gem in a way. Assuming that it's like I'm assuming that you're enjoying it, and it's a bit of, it's a bit of a good movie. But yeah, you're saying it's a bit of like it didn't gain a lot of traction when it came out in Japan. Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing you're saying it's like a bit of a hidden gem in that way then. So yeah. But yeah, I feel like I would like fan footage if I Jesus, it's the same age as me. Why did I just clock that? And because it's Japanese, the global box office was limited. Yeah, because probably like a lot of films, like they only really get like global. They only get global releases if it's like either a hit or if it's like a local hit, or if it's like a Disney movie, then it already, or if it's from a big studio like Disney. So yeah, so it made $7,400, but they spent $2 million. That's not a lot of profit. I was gonna say, but they spent $2 million. That's not even profit. That's not a lot. Yeah, Jesus. But yeah, I feel like a lot of movies are just like kind of. I feel like a lot of movies are either like they should have released that at that time, and like it just didn't do well. But like 10-20 years later, people like appreciate like the campness. I guess that's like the campiness of it. Appreciate it. Like, oh, this is such a good movie. Such like a makes me nostalgic for the kind of that era. Kind of. Oh, it should have just been like released like in a different year, because then it would have like done better. So yeah, because some movies it's just unfortunate timing. Like not every movie can be the next Barbenheimer. You know what I mean? I remember when probably for the next like year or two after it is literally Barbie and Oppenheimer literally released like 3 years ago. But remember when like every studio tried to like cash in on Barbenheimer? If it was released now, it would be making so much money. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like released in like the wrong. Yeah. Remember when like so many like there was so many like I feel like so many like I'm not sure if it was like the film like the movie studios or like the the just individual like cinema chains. If it was just like, but like a bunch of them were like trying to bank in on like Barbenheimer, and it just like did not work. Because I think the main reason why Barbenheimer worked is because like there's such like it's like the Isabella X Doom Guy ship. It's just because of the stark contrast between like Barbie and Oppenheimer, right? Just like they're such like different movies. Like Oppenheimer is like a historical. I don't know. Is it historical fiction or is it non-fiction? I don't know. I think it's non-fiction, but I'm not sure. And then there's Barbie, which is based on, like a doll that's like traditionally marketed towards girls. Like, so it's about like feminism and stuff. Like that's the reason it worked. Historical fiction to an extent. Yeah, I was thinking it was like based on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Like based off a real event, but with like a kind of fictional. That's what I was like thinking when I said like fictional. Because I knew like Oppenheimer was kind of like already like a kind of like a thing. I knew it was based on something, but I wasn't sure if it was like a non-fiction retelling or like a documentary or something, or like if it was like a non-fiction with like fictional elements. So events are real, but they made it more entertaining. Yeah. Basically, like so many places try to bank in on like Barbenheimer and try to make their own versions. But the reason is that it's just like it was coincidental. Barbenheimer was coincidental, and like they just like pushed for marketing on it. That's it. That like two like so starkly different movies were like premiering around the same time. So yeah, so and I literally compared it to like the Isabel from Animal Crossing and then like the Doom guy. I think it's Doom guy. I think it's the Doom guy. Ship, which like friendship ship, which existed forever. I don't even know why that thing exists. I think it's definitely due to like partially due to like the again like I said with Barbenheimer, there's such like difference in like tone between like Animal Crossing and then Doom. Like I think it's the Doom guy. I think it's the Doom guy. But yeah, that is just like that is one of my like most favorite like internet fictional friendships that the internet just made up. Cause it's just like it's just like I don't know why, it's just because Doom and Eternal and Animal Crossing released on the same day. That makes sense. That is such like my favorite. That's my favorite like fictional friendship that the internet has just made up. That is just I love it when like two like starkly different like very contrasting like pieces of media get released at like the same time. So in case of pick your side, you can guess you can guess right. Spanky, the surprise Animal Crossing fan. No, but I love it. I just love it when like two very contrasted pieces of media get released on the same day, and then it's just like, and then like so many pieces of like I see so many pieces of like art being like made about it. Like for example, there's so many like pieces of animation of like Isabel holding a gun, and it's just like I find that funny. I just always find that funny. I played Animal Crossing and you could chainsaw cyber demons in the face. That is so fair. That is so fair. This movie is so fucking creepy and disturbing. Oh yeah, the fan footage one. The fan footage one you're watching. You've got when you finish it, you've got to say in the Discord like what your like rating of it was. I recommend this movie for you. Okay, wait. Let me see. What was it called again? No, right. Okay. Okay, let me look it up. No, right. Because I feel like I genuinely don't watch it. I just don't really watch like a lot of movies in general. Yeah, No Right the Curse, right? Yeah. I don't watch a lot of movies in general. Like every so often I go through a phase of watching a bunch of movies. It's a bit of a slow burn in the start. Okay. Yeah, No Right the Curse. But I think I tend to go through like every so often I go through a phase of watching like a bunch of movies. What was the last movie I watched? I actually don't remember. I think I rewatched a bunch of the like Barbie movies, cause when I was younger I grew up on Barbie. I was a big Barbie fan. But it's creepy and disturbing. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to have a look. But okay, it's on Bilibili. Let me see if it's on like anything else. Let me see. Yeah, it's on Bilibili. I don't have a Bilibili account. That's the thing. But what was I saying? Yeah, I think the last movie I watched was like one of the Barbie movies. Can't think of which one it was. It might have been It was either Princess and the Pauper or Princess Charm's School. Because like I said, I grew up on Barbie. I just wanted to rewatch them for the nostalgia sake. Oh, it's on Tubi. I have a Tubi account. Wait, it's on Netflix? Let me see. It's on UK Netflix. No, boo. Okay, but it's on Bilibili and Tubi and Prime. I don't have a Prime account or a Bilibili account. I do have a Tubi account though. So, yeah. I think I watched I think I wanted to watch. I made a Tubi account because I wanted to watch a bunch. I was like, oh, I might as well scroll through here and see if there's anything I want to watch. I scrolled through it for like 5 minutes and then just was like, I'm never gonna end up watching this. And then just decided to, like delete it. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's actually get back into Yangtze River. So. Yeah. He had no time to reorganize the wardrobe and simply stuffed the ribbon into the clothes
不
pile.
料，却把袖口的木茬留在了上锁的衣柜里。
最致命的，当然是他竟然忘了把遗书带走，只能在案发后再次进入现场时补救。为此，他拿走了桌上的书稿，想藏吗？我说的没错吧？我就是杀害你。
不不不！
No.
你们根本不懂，那是属于我的东西，本来就……怎么会？怎么会
？No way!
这小子竟然直接晕了过去。
沈先生，此案峰回路转，不仅在短时间内洗清了自己的冤屈，
了不起。
Extraordinary. Okay.
不过
he's okay. Mars okay.
本官上
大人请讲。
我刚比较了遗书上的字迹与罗佩手稿上的字迹，罗世文尚未承认罪行，杀人的动机亦不清晰。
如果想要此案成为铁案，还需要找到更多的证据，对吧？
哦，对，不知沈先生有何高见？
罗世文假扮罗佩时，穿着他的风衣外套，那件外套从案发现场消失了，应该是在罗世文第一次离开现场时被他带走了。
哦，
我猜，罗世文是穿着那，还有带蒙汗药的草稿，也在布置完现场后被罗世留给他处理的时间有限。 这些东西还在某个地方藏。
这个嘛，
如果发现罗世文藏匿了血衣，此案必然是铁案了。我这就派人搜索去。
这一来，今天委屈沈先生了，咱们一同离开此地吧。
I got one achievement for that one. Case number 1, unexpected misfortune. Solved. Case solved. Let's go. Okay, I think this game is like 2 cases.
案子破了，先生看起来也不是很开心。
The case is closed.
是因为还没搞清楚作案动机吗？这个不着急了，等罗世文醒来再去问问就是了。
阿福，你可还记得我来找罗佩的原因？
是为了查3年前英国伦敦先生哥哥的那起悬案。先生说过，罗佩的书稿似乎与那起案件有关。
那起案子因为案发地点的特殊性，苏格接触过案件细节的人，连我在内，他也不超过5个。我无意中在护报上看到一部连载的侦探小说，
就是罗佩写的那部《斗士一阵》吗？
是的，按理说，这个远在湖南乡镇里的侦探小说家，但诡异的是，
先生，难道说
罗佩小说中的作案细节与那桩案子一模一样？
唉，罗佩这一死，线索又……
眼下仅存的希望是昏迷中的罗世文。
既然这样，不如先去吃个早点吧。先生，跟你说，刚我路过一家小吃摊，那里卖的臭豆腐闻起来特别香。
Case number 1, closed. Okay, I'm gonna do a manual save and see. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little manual save because I think. The Steam reviews did say,
还是外面空气好。
Say this is 4 hours long. Let me see. Load. Yeah. Yeah. Let me escape out. The outside is indeed much better.
先生，我们去吃糖油粑粑吧。
Sweet fried dough. I'll buy dough twists. I'll read through this
你
a
不是
little
刚
bit
跟
more.
张之相拍
Can
胸
you
脯
just promise Judge
说要帮他
Chang
找
that
穴
we
医
help him find the coat?
既然阿福
Since
兄
Afro
弟
is
愿
willing
意
to
帮
help,
忙，
it is certain that we
寻
will
获
soon
血
find his
医，
coat.
马捕头
Officer Ma, you
也
need
不必安
to
排
arrange
衙役
for
们去
soldiers
找
to search
了。
him.
是。
Okay.
我这不
I
是
just want to
想
find
找
a
个
reason
理
to
由
go out
出来
for a
转转吗？
walk.
在衙门里干等一上，那罗世文还没醒，
No, she went. It
可把我闷
doesn't
坏
It's really boring.
那待会儿知县
If
问
the
起来
judge，asks how
你
will
打
you
算怎么交
explain
差？
yourself? Well,
这
Karen,
不还
you
有先生吗？
should. Come on, Afu.
我可没答应帮
I
忙。
didn't agree to help. Yeah, come on, Afu. We didn't agree to help. I suddenly
瞬
lost the
间没有
mood to
心
look
情
for
找好
delicious
吃的
food.
了。
走不走？
Are you coming? I know.
要去哪儿？
Where?
罗世文家，
Lucy Wen's house.
他首
It
次
was
作
his
案，
first crime.
经验不足
The
实际
magic。clues.
嘿嘿，
Shit,
先
come
生
up
的
with
思
the
路
directions
就
so clearly. Yeah. Since we're gonna do, the thing he did say that let me see on page. Yeah, let me see. The Steam reviews did say this demo is 4 hours. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'll do paper perjury. That's I'm expecting misfortune, and yeah, that's the new case. That's Lady in the Wardrobe. So what I'll do is I'll play paper perjury tomorrow. I'll play the demo for paper perjury tomorrow, and then we've got and then we have Stardew with Sage on Wednesday. That's our multiplayer community center world. And then I'm not streaming Thursday because it's my graduation day. And then on Sunday we're gonna start Detective Instinct, and then after we finish, should we finish off this demo before or after we play Detective Instinct? I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see when it comes to next Sunday. So it's either gonna be another next week or a little while after that for when we finish Detective Instinct. Detective Instinct I think is only 15 hours. So realistically, it should only take us like 7. It should take us the same amount of time it takes us to string Cabernet, realistically. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go and raid on out. Let's see who is alive. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, I'm gonna go raid out to let's go raid out to Patrick Possum, who's playing a bit of repo at the moment. So yeah, let's go raid out to him. Just raid. And why am I getting an ad for the lottery? Why am I getting an ad for the UK lottery? Sorry. That is like the most like random ad I've ever gotten. Anyways, my other socials, Twitch, comments, about my section, description on YouTube. You know the drill. Go enjoy Patrick's stream. Like I said, he's played a bit of repo. And yeah, bye guys. Bye guys.